Hey y'all, good morning or late morning out here. We've killed some time this morning. I say I got a couple people with me today. Y'all ain't my only fishing partners out here today. We got on my right side, we got Ryan Bortz, Blue Collar Fishing on YouTube. He's busy doing something, can't look this way, heck with him. And then we got on this side, we got Daniel from Catfish Sumo, who's got him a new ride over there, y'all. Got him a new Native Titan X, got him a 24-volt bow mount motor. He's styling and profiling out here. He's got him a swivel seat. Look at him spinning around there. Boy, I'm in high class company today, y'all, but we're gonna drop some baits down and see if we can catch us a fish this morning. We're gonna put in a few hours out here, maybe fish till lunchtime, and then hopefully Ryan's wife, if she ain't mad at me still about me putting her on video at the last tournament, hopefully she's gonna cook us some lunch over here at the campground. So we're gonna start out. Let's put our big skipjack head on this left rod here. I'm gonna do 2 head baits and 2 chunks to start out with. Ryan got down here a couple days ago. We're fishing on Chickamauga today. And he come down and he supplied us with bait. So if we don't catch a fish today, it's because he got us rotted bait or something.
I peed on that bait.
He said he peed on it. Y'all may have trouble hearing them today. My camera that I got the fancy microphone for, I broke it my last trip out, so it's sent off for repair right now. So we're rocking my old camera, so I can't put microphones. I couldn't put microphones on both of them anyway. So Ryan's his loudmouth, you'll probably hear him. Daniel's a low talker. You couldn't hear him if I had a microphone and a bullhorn. y'all remember that TV show? Ryan, did you ever watch Seinfeld? You remember the episode of where Jerry got talked into you wearing a puffy shirt on the Tonight Show because of the low talker?
No, I don't remember that.
Well, apparently you wasn't that big a fan of Seinfeld then. Here's our next bait there. Another skipjack head on a Carolina rig and a stinger fly. Yeah, old Jerry, it was Kramer's girlfriend. She was a low talker. And he would just smile and nod his head and say yes, and he got talked into wearing a puffy shirt on the Tonight Show.
And what did the puffy shirt represent?
Well, it was something she had designed.
Oh, okay.
And he went out there and looked ridiculous. And that's how I feel every time I talk to Daniel. I say, huh? What? And I pretty much just end up smiling and nodding my head yes, so he could talk me into anything.
Well, so you got me on the looking ridiculous part the other day. I don't have socks and Crocs no more.
How come?
Well, you made fun of me and made me self-conscious about it, and now I got a complex.
Well, good. I've accomplished something in my life then.
Yeah. So
I've saved you from yourself, Ryan.
I wouldn't go that far.
Now, folks, these rigs here that's going off the back of the kayak with our chunks, I've been lazy. I have not retied my rigs in forever. So we're going to be just running dragging rigs, but I'm just going to drop them down. We've got a smidge occurring out here, not much, but hopefully it's going to be enough to just kind of push our bait away from that sinker. But we're going to have, I'm in my Hobie kayak today, so we're going to have 4 rods, 4 pieces of cut bait. We're setting up, I'll show you here where we're set up in just a minute. It's an area that we've just been pounding the fish lately. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, man, it's been on like Donkey Kong. Look right here. I just dropped that down, Ryan. Oh, man.
Botched it.
I botched it, buddy. I just dropped it down and he was on it.
They knew you didn't have it there.
Boy, folks, we saw, I'm going to show you here in a minute on the graph. We're going raw and uncut, unedited today, so you're going to see all the mishaps and the craziness and everything. Probably going to see a bunch of bass fishermen too, from the looks of things out here. We're filming this here on a Thursday, and I guess some of these bass fishing have got their weekend started early because we've seen a bunch already. But I saw a bunch of fish on this ledge here when we was getting set up. So here's our other bait, skipjack chunk. Got my dragon rig, 80-pound monofilament leader down to a floating rattle right above that hook. We're going to spin it around that way and just drop it straight down. Daniel's got some live baits, some live bluegill he's going to try over there. So my last trip out, I caught fish on a live sucker and a live shellcracker. My biggest fish of the day came on a live sucker. So I wish I had made some premium live baits today. Let me get my cutting board washed off here, and I'm going to show you kind of where we're at and what we're doing. Regular viewers have kind of seen me pound these. There's 3 creeks here kind of close together. There's one on the other side over there by the nuclear plant. I've hit it, I think I've hit it a total of twice now, 2 times. Caught fish over there, but my better quality fish have come on this side of the channel. There's another creek right up here above us. That's where I was at in my last trip using the live bait. Got several fish, got some big fish. The last time I fished with Ryan, we were down here in front of this one. So there's a big creek here that goes up behind us. It's wide, but the old creek channel, you can see it kind of winded around here, going back up in here. We're off the bottom edge of the drop. So when we got out here a few minutes ago, I kind of run up on that drop, found the old creek channel and come off, and right where the bottom edge starts to level out, that's where I hit spot lock and set up. And so we're set up right here at that old creek mouth on the bottom edge of that drop. So hopefully we get fish coming in out of this creek, and we also get them working up and down this ledge here. And so we're 45 feet today with our current water level, and water temps, it's getting back up there. We had some rain. It knocked the water temperatures down a little bit, and it's starting to climb back up. But we were kind of hoping that water temperature drop might delay the spawn just a smidge, because we were right there flirting with 75 degrees, which is typically spawning temperatures. And you know, we're hoping maybe it would just postpone it just a little bit. Let us keep hitting this good bite here while we got it. So we got, I mean, between me, Daniel, and Ryan here, man, we're set up, man. We're going to have a lot of scent here in the water, and even though there ain't much current this morning, there's some, so we will get a little bit of a scent trail. I'm probably in the worst position out of everybody, because fish coming down the ledge going to get to Ryan first. Fish coming up the ledge going to get to Daniel first. I'm getting screwed in this deal, Daniel.
Fish coming out of the creek are going to get to you. Do I hear excuses?
I'm already, buddy. I got the excuses ready to roll, y'all. I'm set up. This is why I ain't going. If I don't catch as many or as big a fish today, y'all got my back on this. You see how they've set up around me here. I tell you, man, you try to fish anymore, people right on top of you. Look how they are. Set right up on top of it.
We saw one fish on live scope, so we had
we was like them bass fishermen up there.
yeah.
Ryan, I swear, I think I see like 5 boats up there right now. Allegedly, Ryan, there was a big bass tournament down here recently, and some guy won it and won a bunch of money, and Ryan says it was that spot up there that he won it on. And so now we come down through here, and there was 2 boats right on top of each other, and now I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 boats right there. All you probably can't see on camera, but there's 6 of them right there on that part of that ledge. I tell you, man, bass fishermen something else. Not that catfishermen are any better when it comes to stealing spots, but still. But yeah, anyway, y'all, raw and uncut today. Y'all along for the ride. So if we don't, Daniel's already getting hit over there. Daniel, your back left rod got hit.
It's got a big bluegill on it.
Oh, maybe it's the bluegill bouncing.
But he's getting frisky.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, that right there is Daniel's new ride, Native Titan X. It's a new model they had come out with. I think they launched it last fall, maybe, or this spring. He got him a 24-volt motor guide motor. It's 80-pound thrust. And it seems to be doing pretty good as far as supporting the extra weight of the motor. Like he's level there in the water. So I mean, it looks pretty good. His speed's a lot faster than mine coming down through here. He had to slow down. And he can spin around in his kayak there and fish off the back. He's built him a rod holder on the back. So it's a pretty good looking rig. I'm sure he'll have some videos on either his channel or Facebook or something somewhere at some point soon. You gonna post videos on that, I'm sure, ain't you, Daniel? Website, catfishsumo.com. It'll be somewhere. This is his first trip out in it, so give it a little while. Give him some time to get some seat time in it. Figure out what he needs to change around. But yeah, looks like a pretty good ride. I'm interested to get his thoughts on it, and you know, I've been talking about upgrading for months, or not upgrading this, but just changing kayaks for months, because this one here I'm in's, it's getting worn down, and I really want a seat that I can spin around backwards in. I'd like to have something different before winter, so I don't have all that wind blowing in my face when it's cold. But yeah, y'all, surely to goodness, between 3 of us running 4 rods apiece, that's 12 baits in the water. Boy, if we don't catch them today, they ain't gonna get caught.
I'm cheating. I'm running that extra 5th rod today.
Oh hell, you just gotta one-up us on everything, don't you, Ryan?
I mean, I always one-up you on fish, so there ain't no need in just halfway doing it.
Well, how'd that Ohio River tournament go for you? I don't
Talk about that.
I don't think you one-up me there, did you? Yeah, folks, I stuck it to him up there in Kentucky on the Ohio River.
I might be on.
You already got one? Turn your camera on this time, Ryan.
He's swimming with it.
Yeah, he's got him one over there. I see it. I got one too, Ryan. It's a race to see who gets theirs in first. You done botched yours, didn't you? Oh, are you? Well, if I get mine up first, it's the first fish. So good, I'm gonna have the first fish and the biggest so far. That's a terrible idea, Daniel. Oh, amateur. That's the difference between an amateur and a professional, folks. He lost his right there at the side of the kayak. Daniel's trying to say person gets the first fish got to buy lunch. I think that's the worst idea ever. No, I got mine. I'm professional, buddy. I got a pretty good fish right here. This one here is pretty good, and this is a fun sizer here to start. I don't need no net to get mine either, Ryan. Yeah, this ain't a bad start right here, man. We've had lines in the water just a few minutes, and got a couple bites here, and that one had hit me right as I dropped the bait down. All right, fish, you want to be a YouTube star here? Come on in. Oh, Lord. He don't want to be landed, doggone it.
I touched the leader on mine. It's saltwater rules.
I'm gonna send this fish to the ocean if he don't calm down in a minute. Oh, Ryan's got one on. He's over there trying to make fun of me. He's about to miss the fish. My other rod's going down. You talking to me or Ryan? Oh, I thought you was talking to me, Danny. I'm having trouble landing a fish here, y'all. I still ain't got my first and landed, Ryan. You know what, I'm gonna, first off here, y'all sit up here in the front. If y'all ain't gonna help me land this fish, y'all just sit up there.
They gonna sit there and make fun of me.
Just sit there and make fun of me like the rest of them's doing here, y'all. Okay, come on in here, fish. Lord, you ornery. He's laughing at me now. Yeah, go ahead and get your other rods baited there, Ryan. I'll allow it. Now that I've got the first fish. Got our bait back. There we go, y'all. Fish number 1, how about that? Hey, Daniel, take a look in case this is the only fish you see today. Yeah, Ryan, you may need this for content purposes here. There you go. Biggest fish Ryan's gonna see today, y'all.
GoPro's acting stupid.
Oh hell, he's a real life YouTuber there. Get on out of here, fish. Yo, Ryan's channel is called Blue Collar Fishing. You know what you need to do, Ryan? You need to change your channel to non-profit fishing, since you ain't turning a profit.
Yeah.
Poor Ryan.
Artist.
A starving artist channel.
You called it the other day.
Ryan, man, he quit his job to be a professional YouTuber and barely posts a video since.
I did pretty good.
I think he posted 2 videos now, 3, 4 videos.
You only watched 2 of them.
I didn't watch any of them actually, but
No, you did. I caught you.
the hell.
Yeah,
I got another fish on right here. Boy, he's pulling. Oh boy, he's pulling. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. He's stripping some line. No, Brian, I saw your title pop up and I noticed you'd misspelled the word. I didn't actually click on the video. I just wanted to call you out for your grammar mistake again.
I'm calling you Kayak. My channel's not called Grammar Is Us.
We're gonna get Ryan some Hooked on Phonics. If he ever gets somebody to watch his videos and gets a paycheck from YouTube, he needs to buy Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Phonics catfish.
Oh boy. You know what I need to do? I need to drop this other bait back down. Hey Dan, you ever gonna catch a fish? It's overrated.
Enjoying the ride.
Well, you know what it is, Dan. You got that new kayak and you gotta get the Judy off it. I mean, me and Ryan's had about 12 bites between us now.
I'm playing big baits or go home.
We can run them as big as we want to.
Yeah, folks, man, we just been doing so good down here in this one general area. It's like, how do you not keep coming back and just keep pounding it? When you're getting big fish and lots of them every day, it's like, man, if the weather allows, I just want to come down here and just hit them. Now we got pretty good weather out here today. We had some, I ain't fished in 2 days. Had some rain and storms and stuff, so I took a couple days off and back today. Boy, this is another good one right here. Oh boy, he's mad. He's mad, folks. I'm gonna let y'all land this one. Goodness, man, he's mad. This is on my dragon rig that I just basically lowered down. It's still essentially a suspended bait because it's up off the bottom, same as my other ones with the Carolina rigs. It's just different type of rig basically. I don't like doing that on days where you're in slack water, because then your line's just right there around your sinker and stuff. But a day like today where we've got just enough flow to kind of keep our bait, you keep our leader extended away from the sinker there, it'll work just fine. Keep me from having to tie on new leaders. I need to put new line on all my reels. Well, I need to do. I like to do that. Well, that too, but I just hate to do it. Such a pain to do. Boy, this thing's still wet. Goodness gracious. I think your back left rod got hit, Daniel. Or your back right rod, I mean. My lefts and my rights are... I need Hooked on Phonics for myself, apparently. Let's do this, y'all. Let's set him back in the rod holder just a second and drop this bait down while he finishes tiring himself out. Boy, we almost lost this bait. Look at this, the stinger fly caught our bait before that fish could throw it off. He's tore the mouth of that head, but that's okay. That's okay. Still good shape overall, no longer than it's been down there. We'll send it down and then we'll land Big Daddy over here. Whew, y'all, man. Where are we at in this video here? We're 20 minutes in. I've already got 2 big fish. Today's a good day, y'all. We didn't start fishing until after 8 o'clock because I was a little late getting down here, and then, you know, I had to look at Daniel's kayak and everything, and we had a pretty good haul to get where we're at because we used the boat ramp upriver from here instead of this little crappy launch that I had used when I've been bringing my pedal kayak. So it took a little while to get down here. So it's after 8 when we've dropped baits in. But, you know, the other day, last time I fished, I was at that creek just up from here, and man, I pretty much left them biting. I fished about an hour or so after I stopped filming, and still was catching fish. All right, this is a good one right here, man. This is a good one. Here, y'all set up here in the front seat again while I get hold of this fish. Okay. Okay. You ought to be about wore out by now, fish. Oh, goodness. Okay. That's a good one right there. I guarantee you that's over 40 inches. If you'd caught it. You just keep dreaming, Ryan. Maybe someday. You keep watching them kayak catfish videos. Maybe someday it'll happen. There's gonna be some trash talking today, y'all.
Not with us, never.
Okay, man, that's a good fish. Oh man, look at that, y'all. That's a nice one right there. Oh, the camera's crooked, I don't even care. Oh. Boy, first 2 fish of the day, man. This is, boy, we're off to a good start. You want to get a look at this one too, Daniel, just in case? Poor Daniel over there can't get a bite, y'all.
I might move over just so I can touch it.
All right, man, let's let him go, and we'll cut us another chunk and drop it down there on that dragon rig. All right, fishy. You go. Boom, buddy. Fist pump worthy, man. 20 minutes in, already got 2 fish. Man, I tell you, we're off to a good start. But it's been like that, y'all. Every day that I fish down here has been just good fishing, some big fish. And it really don't matter which one of these creeks I've been set up in front of. I mean, we're getting bit either way. But, you know, again, I'd hit that other one there last trip down, so we thought we'll come down here and hit this one, and we're already on them. Well, except Daniel over here. At least he's on a nice brand new shiny kayak, even if he ain't on any fish. Yeah, I wish I had. Of course, I couldn't put these microphone systems for these action cameras. They only come with 2 microphones, the most you can hook to them, at least to my knowledge. So I couldn't have a camera on all 3 of us right now anyway. I mean, a microphone on all 3 of us. Oh, Daniel's over there trash talking. He's a low talker, you didn't hear it, but he's like, well, you could just put a microphone on him and Ryan. Nobody wants to hear me anyway. And he ain't lying. But hopefully y'all will be able to hear a little bit through just the standard microphone on this camera, and hopefully DJI won't take forever fixing my other one.
There we go.
You hooked up, Ryan?
You raised the rod all the way up this way. Did he drop it?
You're just playing mind games with us, Ryan. You ain't got no bite. The only bite Ryan's getting is a mosquito bite today over at the campground. He's here for 2 weeks. Let's drop this back down right quick while Ryan piddles around. Yeah, folks, if you got current, you can use a dragging rig for this and just drop them straight down vertical under you. If you don't, then as the wind moves you around, your bait's right there kind of by your sinker, you'll get tangled up sometimes. And it just, if I wasn't so damn lazy, we'd have on 4 suspend rigs right now. But I am, and so we're doing what we got. Clean our cutting board again. Okay, man. Here's what I'm gonna try to do too, y'all, just for educational purposes. So my transducer, I've got it just, this is my live scope trans, I've just got it pointed that direction right now. I'm gonna try to point it.
Oh, you let go.
What? Listen, if you're gonna holler and get our attention, have one on, Ryan.
Well, it was
You keep,
touching the water.
you've missed about 8 fish already.
Well, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit messing, buddy.
Let me spin this thing around here though and try to show you. I'm gonna point it going toward this ledge here behind us. And let me see if I can.
Can you pick up my sinker somewhere?
I might can. But you see how the ledge comes down here, and right in here it kind of starts to level out a little bit. I basically want to be somewhere in this area, right in here, when I set up before it starts to come up. Now, a lot of times you'll have ledges that are a little bit more pronounced, they'll be a little bit steeper, you know, but anywhere from like where we're at here to up in here, you're gonna be in pretty good shape as far as getting fish. And you can see how the closer it gets that way back toward the creek, the further it's going to come up, and we actually kind of lose vision there on it because it comes up here so sharp. But you know, hopefully that'll help you a little bit. It's easier to see on the map when you can see the contour lines going off. But what I do when I'm setting up is I use this live scope in conjunction with the map just to make sure that I am where I think I am when I'm setting up. Because sometimes if you're off, you know, a day like today where you've got current, a little bit of current anyway, you can get your scent dispersed. It ain't as big a deal. But days where you don't have any flow, you off 50 feet, you might as well be off 50 miles. It just ain't gonna, because fish, they're gonna pass by and not know you're there. So, anyway, there's that. Let's fix this back though. Let's put that on about 30, 25. Face it toward, maybe put it toward that head bait right there. We'll actually pick up our head bait and a bait behind us. I don't know which one is picking up behind us, but that right there is kind of our, crank up our gain a little bit so we can get a better look at it. There's our sinker and our head bait right there, that one. So we'll just leave it on that screen. We don't really need to have the map card up at this point. Since we're set up here and ain't gonna be moving, we're just gonna say, I'm gonna stay spot locked right here and you know, fish for 3-4 hours this morning. We'll leave the camera rolling the whole time so you see it all. You'll see how many more fish I'm gonna catch than Ryan and Daniel over here.
You might get more than me now, but I'll tell you what, about an hour you beat me and I'll go back there in the back and start pulling boards.
Oh, listen, he'll go back there and pull 15 rods.
You got a bite over there.
You just catch our dinks over there, Daniel.
Looks like we're
Back right. I don't know why I keep on calling it back left rod. I guess it's 2 mile left.
It's off. I wanted my first fish in this boat to be a big old flathead.
Well, yeah, Daniel, bad news. And all the fish I've caught down here recently, I've caught one flathead, and he was about as big as the bait.
Should have been using better bait.
Well, I get it from Ryan. That's the problem.
Should have had them catfish sumo bluegill.
Proprietary Sucker and bluegill.
Lord, it's getting deep out here, y'all, and I ain't talking about the water.
Go back and get my boots for that. These Crocs.
It's the shape of a bluegill, but the skin of a sucker.
I tell you what, I wish you would figure out a way to catch some sucker, by gosh. I can't catch them unless I get them in a cast net. But every time I got them, I catch big fish. And it's amazing. Look right here, we got some more. That ain't a horrible idea, actually.
Here we go.
Oh, Ryan's got one. You actually gonna land this one, or are you just gonna think about it?
I'm gonna get my camera on.
Oh, we got one coming up here to our head bait. He come up and went back down. He's coming back. He's coming back to it. This is our front head bait. He's right there on it, man. We're gonna catch him eye in the sky here. He'll come up and nipped it. Here comes another one in on it. Ryan's he's getting his camera time taken away from the live scope. That right there's on it, man. You ever get him landed, holler at me, Ryan. I'm filming the live scope stream right now. I'm about to catch one in the act.
It's too big for that. I was going to just grab the leader and pull him up in here. He will.
He swam off. Did you see that? Well, I guess we'll film Ryan now, since Daniel ain't gonna catch a fish. What? How come you ain't landed that thing already?
I ain't got no net, man.
A real man don't need no net.
Yeah, he got you all wet. Cleaned off here.
Got more fish coming around that head bait, buddy. They may be around the other baits too, and we just don't know about it.
That was on my casted out rod.
Well, that rod was so far away from me, the fish probably thought it was...
Let me long arm him here so he looks bigger.
That fish probably thought he was eating one of my baits.
Now I got the slime all over me and I ain't got no Justin Johnson rag to wipe it off with.
Well, you unprepared. I always got a handkerchief and a towel and a glove. That's all a man needs.
I'm gonna get me a net back. It's in the van. I should have brought it.
In your soccer mom van?
Yeah, in my soccer mom van. If the soccer mom has a tackle box, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go get me another piece of, I think that was on skip the cast out.
Well, Daniel, you remain fishless over here.
Yeah, waiting for the right one.
Well,
My right one was the one that took this rod down earlier.
but at least you're in a damn nice looking kayak though, Daniel. What made you go with the Motor Guide versus a different brand?
I guess it's just what I knew. I liked the motor.
The devil you knew?
Yeah, it works well with the chart that I was using before.
Yeah, because you got it linked in with your Lowrance, don't you?
Yeah, I already had like the network cables and stuff from the other boat.
Yeah. I was thinking if I get me a different kayak that can support a heavier motor, I'd probably go Garmin. That way I could link it with my Garmin unit here.
Yeah.
But them Garmin motors, they're like 66 pounds, so I need a kayak, probably something similar to yours, if not your exact model, that could handle the weight.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know how much yours weighs?
I don't. I can look it up in a minute.
I think it's 40 something pounds, I think.
I think this one's heavier.
If you already knew, why'd you ask?
Well, I knew yours was 40 something pounds, but you got the XI3.
Yeah. I think this thing weighs a ton.
It's heavier.
Yeah.
Listen, Ryan, I like to double check stuff, buddy.
Oh, okay.
I like to just confirm what I already know. Plus, it'll make Daniel feel important, you know, if I let him just confirm something for me instead of being a know-it-all. Nobody likes a know-it-all.
You made him feel bad because the hillbilly knew more than he did.
Well, he's from Colorado. Nobody has high expectations for him anyway.
Well, I think all their water's frozen up there, ain't it?
I don't think it ever thaws out.
Yeah. Eskimos and stuff live there.
They do. All they can do is trout fish through the ice.
And they have to ride horses to get there.
Well, they're over there, Civil War again. That guy, man, he must, I bet you he spends $100 a day on ammo.
He spent $100 while we've been sitting here.
Every day I come out here, I hear him banging.
I know you're not big into firearms, but that stuff ain't cheap.
Well, that's why I can't get into it, because I'm too cheap. If every time you pull a trigger you spend $1, boy, I'd never get good, because I wouldn't want to spend it.
That's on cheap rounds.
Whew. I'm too cheap for that. I'd rather do archery where you get your arrow back all the time.
Yeah, until you get good and start knocking arrows with other arrows and
Going Robin Hood on it.
yeah.
I used to have me an archery range set up at my house once upon a time.
I bet you had a pretty pink bow, didn't you?
Purple actually, but who cares?
Rod right here on the front just got hit.
Yeah, it got a little nip right there. I've had some fish. I've seen them on the screen come up. I actually got one by this front left rod right now. He's swimming around that bait. He swam off now. That's the curse of live scope. You see them come up and then they think better. If I had a bait that was worth a crap, though, he'd eat it. I know you've tainted that bait, Ryan. Ryan was good enough to catch us bait, though. He's down here camping. Ryan's down here camping. He's down here for 2 weeks. We got a tournament coming up on Nickajack, and so he had spent a week on the Ohio River, and he couldn't get within 30 inches of me. So in the final score, so he thought he better come down here 2 weeks for this tournament. And
lucky I didn't have another 10 minutes, I promise you that.
Yeah, I ain't even started practicing for that other tournament yet. I've been doing so good on Chickamauga here. Do what?
We're not even on the right body of water.
I know. I know it. I gotta get down there next week though and try to hit Nickajack at least once or twice and figure out where I don't want to go. I got like 4 fish on my screen right now, Ryan.
I don't have any.
They're gone now, but they were up a little higher. Probably got spooked off by them shots over there. Daniel, you still fishless over there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that we're 38 minutes into the video. Oh, your motor, 56 pounds? Well, you know what? The Garmin's not that much heavier than that. And I mean, you could handle a little bit more weight on there, I think.
There is a longer shaft version. It's 105 pounds of thrust.
Yeah.
You have to cut down the shaft. It's like 60 inches.
Yeah, I didn't want to fool with the hassle of cutting down the shaft. It's
The only reason, and now I a little bit regret it, I cut down the shaft on that because when it's folded up, it hits this.
oh yeah.
4 inches off just so that it barely clears that. But I decided I'm not gonna drive with it mounted anyway. I got another quick disconnect plate base, and I'm gonna put it on my trailer so I can just take the motor off with the motor on my trailer, so it's not bouncing all that weight on the front. So now I don't know that I needed to cut it.
But you still gonna be bouncing the motor if you got it on the trailer.
Yeah, but at least it's not bouncing on the plastic.
Well, surely that plastic will support it.
Is that again?
He's talking to you, Ryan.
I said, you're worried about it straining the hull.
Yeah.
Surely it ain't gonna damage the hull. I mean, that's thick plastic in that
When I
native.
set it on there, these scuppers started to push up when it was sitting on the trailer. So I don't think I want to store it on there.
You mean, what do you mean the scupper started? Like bent the plastic?
Like getting some bowing in the deck.
Really?
which might have been a little. That was before I had my bunks like dialed in and secured. It's possible that those were a little bit outside. Maybe that's what was helping push. But once I took the motor off, it's something like that.
Well, that may change my opinion on that kayak, Daniel, because I ain't taking a motor off every time I go somewhere. It's staying mounted. I mean, you ain't gonna want to take that motor on and off all the time.
Well, I definitely don't want to put it in and out of the truck every time. That's why I was going to put a plate on the trailer right here. So that at least I'm just going here to there.
Still, that's an extra step. I still wouldn't want to take it.
I would prefer to leave it on. Maybe I'll try it sitting on the trailer and see if now that the bunks are on, if it's still doing that, or if adding the bunks fix that.
Well, I'm not going to rush to the store and get one. I'm going to give you a few trips, a month or so, and I'd like to see what comes out at ICAST this summer too. And
There's some cool stuff coming at ICAST.
yeah, I think we're far enough removed now from COVID. I think they've kind of getting to the point now they're going to start coming out with some new stuff again.
Because motorizing kayaks, kind of like that rage started, and you know, all the bass tournaments figuring out whether they were going to allow it or not. That was like right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
So all the boats that would have been made to accommodate that, like this one, are like 2 years behind.
Yeah.
But now that we're out of that, I think every manufacturer will have something like this built to have electronics.
If they don't, they're behind.
Yeah.
That's why I think Hobie's going to have to come out with something, because they're trying to shove this pedal drive down our throats for years, and it's just time's passed them by.
Well, Hobie opened up now. They allow the motors in their bass tournaments.
Yeah.
In their Hobie week,
So I'm thinking they're going to come out with something.
yeah.
They'll probably come out with their own version.
Well, that would make the most sense.
They're already tied in with like Bixby or somebody, ain't they?
They had the Torpedo for a while, and I had that Hobie Evolve version that went down in your pedal drive slot, but it's,
They're not going to let that revenue go.
yeah, you would think they would come up with their own or have a partnership deal like they did with Torpedo. I liked the way that Torpedo sat down in the pedal drive slot, but it was just, I couldn't keep the damn thing working. I had 4 warranty claims in 2 years. Like that day me and you went, the damn thing was just, I had to paddle the whole way because it was just shot. No warning. It was just, it worked the day before and then it didn't work anymore. But I wish companies like Garmin and Motor Guide and Minn Kota would give us more options, you know, like Motor Guide coming out with this XI3 kayak motor, which is what I got on here. I mean, it's the same damn motor for a boat, it's just got a shorter shaft. There ain't a damn thing special about it being kayak other than it's got the word kayak in the title of it, and so therefore it costs more. But I'd like to see something a little bit lighter weight, made for kayaks and, you know, easier to mount. What would really be awesome is if we had a stern mount motor that had the capability of spot lock.
Have you seen any of those underwater, like jetted ones, or like round with
The Bixby, yeah.
turbine in it? But there's a Chinese one that's like $150.
Oh, really? A knockoff?
It has 2 of those like turbines.
Oh.
You can't say Chinese on camera, Daniel. You have to say Asian.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure those motors come from China. It's okay to say Chinese. I guarantee it. Well, I had a Bixby for a while. They sent me one to try out, and I didn't really care for it. It was loud, it vibrated a lot, and the speed wasn't very good. I got like 4 miles an hour on this kayak.
Isn't it a 36 volt though?
I can't remember what it was. It had its own special battery. Like you had to use their batteries with it. But it was just really loud and slow, and you couldn't, like the speed wasn't infinitely adjustable. You had like preset speeds. And so the slowest speed had me going over 1 mile an hour, so it was too fast to like drag for catfish with. And so I was like, what can I really do with this if the top speed's so slow and I got no spot lock, and it's just, yeah, it just wasn't gonna really suit my needs with the present model that they got.
What has you wanting stern mount instead of bow mount?
Well, the stern mounts are typically a little faster as far as your top end speed. Like the people with the Torqeedos, those 1103 models, they're getting like 7 miles an hour in this kayak. But if you had a stern mount, it would be kind of out of your way. You wouldn't have all that weight on the front, so when you're in choppy water, you'd be plowing through the waves. Like I almost sank this kayak last week because I got in rough water and took so much water over the bow. My entire hull was full, Daniel. Like, I mean, the whole thing was full. The top of my kayak was at the water line when I got back to the car. I was sloshing around. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it at one point. And so if you had it on the back, you wouldn't have all the extra weight plowing through.
Where's that water getting into your hole?
In the front hatch.
It's not like bolted on the inside, it's just a...
It is, but the way that channel sits, when you get water over and I've got all that weight in the front, it just pools and ends up inside there.
One thing that I do like, I complained about my Slayer before, like at that tournament in Ohio, that the old Slayer, this is like the 2018 one, these tracks that came along, instead of going out to the side, they went down into your deck here. Any water that came up over the front, it shed it. It didn't get in the hatch, which is great, but it just dumped it in your deck.
Yeah.
So thankfully now this track goes out to the sides. That was a good move.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good idea, especially now that I assume most people will probably be using scuppers in that, running the motors. Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement with motors in the kayak industry. Like somebody's going to come along and make something that's... And you know, Torqeedo for a while had worked with that, I done forgot the name of them now. They were selling a thing you could connect to Minn Kota motors, and it would take a basic motor and turn it into a GPS function.
Oh, cool.
I forget what they were called, but they had worked with Torqeedo for a while, and they teased us with a partnership type thing, but then it never materialized. That was years ago. And I thought that would have been cool if you could have had that stern mount option with just a way to click a button and get spot lock. Because here's the other thing too, like if you had a motor in the back and you had your GPS functions, you wouldn't necessarily have to have a swivel seat, because you could set your kayak up like normal and you'd be pulling. If you, let's say you were pulling boards even, you'd still be looking, facing your boards.
Well, it'd be a little, you're saying if it's pulling you backwards?
Yeah, if it's pulling you backwards, yeah.
But so many boats like this one, like they're going to a square back.
Yeah. But I mean, if you were pulling boards though, you'd be going so slow.
Yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't really matter. And then you'd be facing the other direction when you're motoring along.
They have this thing set up, like there's a plate back there for a stern mounted motor and plates for power poles.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen people put bow mounts on the back, and I had bought a mount to attempt it at one point in time, but it's just steering would be, because if you got a motor in the back, you're going to lose your ability to use your hand rudder, because it's going to overpower the rudder. And so
I see a lot of people who are doing stern motors doing foot steering.
yeah. Yeah, and so if you had a bow mount or a GPS function motor in the back, if you had a way to disengage the steering on it so that you could use foot steering when you were going forward, and then click a button to re-engage it when you got where you were going and you wanted the GPS functions, like that would be, there's got to be a way to do that, a way to engineer it.
How well does it track? I mean, the tracking in this, when I have my rudder down, it's great because it's pulling you that way, and then your back is what's getting steered.
Yeah.
Without any kind of like really good is the bow enough of a point so that when you're pushing real hard from the back that it's tracking well?
Well, I mean, if you're using the motor like a rudder, with the foot steering, it is. Yeah. But now if you're just trying to use your rudder and keeping the motor straight, yeah, it'll overpower it. Like you can't steer at all.
I just want
Yeah. What are you doing over there, Ryan?
I got hung up.
Oh. You just trying to get the conversation back on you, apparently.
Oh no, I didn't even say nothing.
Well, you got Daniel's attention, which then caused me to turn. So you did what you had to do to get back on this video.
Well, I'll do something exciting later.
Well, I'd like to see you catch a fish. It's been a while now. We started out hot and heavy.
I caught when it's your turn.
We've skipped Daniel's turn about 5 times now.
Poor Daniel.
I know it.
I don't mind. I'm just waiting for that big flathead. If I got something small, you can make it fun of me anyway. Even if I got
We're gonna make fun of you regardless. But I'm glad you finally accept that.
we're gonna make fun of you for catching the big fish.
Yeah. Either way, though, man, we've started out pretty good here.
The last boat man there went by and turned us upside down.
Well, there's a lot of bass boats out today. It must be a big tournament this weekend.
You know,
Here we go.
You got one?
Oh, he let go.
with 3 of us and 12 rods, it's kind of silly that we're all fishing the exact same structure. It seems like
Yeah, very dumb.
turn this way, like somebody a little deeper, somebody on the line, somebody up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, like I said, y'all see me catch a fish here. Now y'all right on top of me, so. You still can't get close enough for anybody to hear you on camera either, probably.
Didn't I say something about, hey, they're in these creek mouths, Justin?
Mm-hmm. No, you said you was catching them way back up in the creeks. And I was like, well, if he's catching them in the creeks, I bet I get them in the creek mouth and not have to go back there and look stupid pulling 10 planer boards.
Points at the entrances to the creeks.
You might have. I don't pay attention when you talk, so I don't really know what you said.
Well, you know, you got to talk a lot.
Well, you speak in such poor grammar, I can't understand it anyway with that Kentucky language. Hell, you got one of your rods ain't even cast out right there.
On the wind, because bass boat man turned me around here, so I was waiting on the wind to put me back where I'm supposed to be.
Boy, if every bass boat that goes by disrupts your day, you're in trouble.
Well, I still got my other 4 out. I mean, I'm not disrupted. I could cast it over there right beside the end of your rod. I mean,
Seeing your face disrupts me.
oh, well, crap.
I gotta put.
Thinker.
I gotta
I
stick.
guess we'll catch one, bud.
Well, about time. Turn your camera on. Try to be a YouTuber today. Non-profit, starving artist.
I guess we'll catch a small fish here.
I'm gonna shut up a second here. Let him do his talking for the
Let me
camera.
do my talking, buddy. I'm trying to make a fishing video.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm gonna show these people this big old fish I just caught right here. Right out from under your kayak.
That's the only place you can catch them. So follow me around.
There's a knife laying there. If you act that way, you're gonna stick it through your side.
They call that shanking where you're from, don't they? In prison.
Alright, here comes old Daryl from Trophy Seeker Outdoors to make some waves for us.
Lord Almighty. They see me people.
Joke for you. How many kayakers does it take to catch a catfish? The answer, 3.
That's
Ain't
a-
got 3 of you on that boat.
That's the dumbest joke I've ever heard.
Do y'all hold each other's hands while you're fishing?
No, the fish hold my hand, buddy. See there?
Lord Almighty.
Oh, I'm gonna go get this baited up and deal with Daryl.
We better not catch a fish right now because we'll have a boat on top of us next. I actually got one on this front rod right there. It come up.
Let him swim. Don't let Daryl see.
Y'all
I know it.
Because it looks like y'all only found one spot and all 3 of you are fishing
We heard there was a fish here.
it. Oh, man.
Wait till you look up the lake there.
Oh, my God, there's boats everywhere.
There's 8 bass boats sitting on the same buoy marker up there.
Hey, if you got dynamite, you ain't got to hunt them, brother.
I figure that big bass tournament they had down here a couple weeks ago, that's where a guy won it from.
I'm going to leave y'all alone to where y'all can spread y'all's baits wide enough to find one. That's hilarious. Y'all have good. I'm gonna go up here and catch a big one. I mean, try to catch a big one.
No danger in that.
We'll see you.
Hey, Daniel, don't listen to nothing them two tell you. Nothing.
He's the only one that ain't caught nothing over here today.
On second thought, you might want to listen to these two. The one is, they put you on the outside.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later.
We'll see you.
Right, I'm gonna go steal everything out of your van. I don't care what you say.
Get the meth lab too.
We don't do that anymore, sir.
Boy, everybody's out here today, Ryan. We got all them people down here catfishing for the gathering thing, and then they got all the bass boats out. The only thing we missing is a damn crappie fisherman. I need to piss some of them people off.
I guess we're gonna take up crappie fishing. That seems to be what ain't nobody trying to catch.
I'd have to get a lot more sensitive if I was a crappie fisherman. I got tagged yesterday.
Them Ohio crappie fishermen get butt hurt.
Boy, boy, they do. They're bad too, but all across the country, man. I had that crappie video get stole again. I got tagged in it yesterday. You finally get one? I'll be doggone. Mark this day down in history, folks. You gonna lose it, I can tell.
He just needed Daryl to come by and look wish him luck.
I bet when we was distracted by Daryl, somebody snuck a fish on that line for him.
I brought it in my backpack.
I knew it. He's probably just reeling in his live bait.
It's only took him all day, but
Where we at on this here? You're 57 minutes in, Daniel.
1 hour to his first fish of the day.
There's no way this fish ate that bluegill.
That's what you get for using a crappy bait like bluegill.
I'm not even going to show it to your camera.
You're gonna show it. I done seen it. I can't zoom, but even if I did, I don't have like a NASA space shuttle zoom ability.
Probably a 7-inch bluegill.
It's what you get for using bluegill. I've tried to tell you. I don't even bother with bluegill anymore. How's that kayak feel when you're leaning over like that?
Pretty good. I got
He don't weigh enough to
I'm putting my weight up on this, whatever it's called, ridge gunnel.
Yeah? Well, but you don't weigh 55 pounds.
I just realized my pliers are my other kayak.
I guess you're gonna have to unhook a fish like a man then.
He's having amateur
I'm
hour
marking
out
fish
here.
like crazy though.
Are you? We'll keep the small ones over there by you.
I gotta find where my pliers are.
You don't need no pliers. Use your hand.
I think they're in my. I'm just gonna spin around in my crate over here.
They don't have to.
God dang it, Daniel. Tell me before you put your hind end up in the air. Ain't nobody wanting to see that. I'm gonna turn back it. I'd rather see Ryan's face than your hind end. They both look kind of the same, but
Here we go. Oh, whoa.
oh, uh-oh, Ryan's got one going down. Y'all done skipped my turn again. This is some bullarchy right here. I'm gonna shut up a minute so Ryan can do his talking
Yeah,
spell.
won't you shut up so I can make my video?
I'm trying here.
That's on a body section of skipjack. That's the same rod I just put back out too. I thought it was gonna be a dink for a minute.
Still looks like a dink to me. Y'all skip my turn. I'm a little bit ticked off about it. Yeah, he's got you at the line right there.
Buddy, you done made a mess. You can quit now.
I hope he gets all your rods out of commission so I can have a chance of catching one again.
Well, I got 3 out of commission right now, so.
At least it's bigger than Daniel's.
He's definitely bigger. He might be bigger than yours.
No. No way.
I'm gonna have to start bringing my measuring board.
No. Well, your board adds 4 inches to every fish.
Well, that's okay.
And you still got beat by 30 inches in the last tournament.
That's okay. But the 30 inches part's not okay.
I might beat you by 40 in the next one.
Man, I ain't got my grippers.
Look at you. Daniel ain't got no pliers. You ain't got no net, no grips, no nothing. Ain't no way that fish is bigger than mine. You need to get your eyes checked.
It's definitely bigger than yours.
Oh, hell. He's imagining things. If y'all saw my fish.
They can come watch my video and see mine and tell
Ain't nobody gonna come watch your video.
Well,
Ryan Bort's non-profit fishing.
at starvingartist.com.
That's starvingartist.com.
Oh, there he is.
No way that's bigger than
It's
mine.
bigger than yours.
It ain't.
I'm gonna say it is.
Well, you say whatever you want, but you tell lies.
Oh, you're gonna give us a full takeoff shot there. Well, now I get the mess to deal with.
Good. I hope it takes you an hour. I hope you got to cut everything.
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
You ever get your fish unhooked, Daniel? You still working on that little fish?
No, I'm starting to do something.
He dropped it back down for bait.
Still waiting for my flathead.
I think you got one on that front rod, but I think it's the same fish you've been trying to unhook for a half hour.
Might be. That's the big head. It kept getting tapped by. I'm marking a bunch of little fish, just nothing big enough to hook up.
There we go. Now we're back in commission, buddy.
That fast, huh?
That fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get these baits back up, put back down. We'll see what we can catch. Maybe we'll come back with another one before that guy.
Well, his edited video, I'm sure it will be before
I don't give you a chance to reply my edited stuff.
See, that's why unedited are better. Y'all watching at home.
And then turn the camera off so you can't talk it back.
Yep.
That's why you forgot his mic. They're not broken.
Yeah. Yeah. Daniel's got smart aleck comments to say, but he's a low talker, so y'all can't hear him. Did you end up selling your other kayak, Daniel?
Yeah.
That guy, the same guy that's going to drive a long ways to get it?
I came from Nashville.
Okay. Well, good. He bought everything?
No, just the hull, and then I sold the motor and the chart.
Okay.
I still have the chart, but they got somebody coming tomorrow to get it.
Mm.
Actually, you know who it
Did
is.
you let him know we got a tournament down here next week he can enter?
I think he said at his peak when he was single. I don't remember if he said 67 kayaks.
He owns 7 kayaks?
Owned when he was single. Now he's married, and I think he said he has 4.
Lord, what's he need all that for?
Each one does a different thing. I had 4 before I started selling them.
Well, Lord, there's some people out there, boy, more money than brains. Ryan's got more money than brains too, but he ain't got but about 50 cents, so.
55 cents. I got paid from Facebook last week.
Boy, Facebook really, they've set me off again.
That don't take much.
I know. The last conversation I had with the Meta Verified people, which is a waste of time, I've canceled that, but they were telling me, like, when I finally do get somebody the copyright claim to go through and they remove the video, because I was going on like how they're making all this money off me stealing my content stuff. Like, well, we don't pay them for that. If they get a copyright claim and the video gets removed, then they don't get paid for the ad revenue earned in it. And I'm like, so you do then. So instead of splitting that money with them, Facebook just keeps it all because they're not giving it to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that makes more sense. Like, yeah, that's why they drag their feet approving copyright claims. They let these viral videos earn as much as they can, then stick it to the person who stole it and say, oh, we're taking it all away from you, and then they pocket everything. Greedy ass Facebook. I hope Zuckerberg goes to jail at some point in our human history existence. I hope it happens for what he's done to humanity. He's the devil as far as I'm concerned.
He probably created Instagram too, and you love it, so.
No, I hate Instagram too, and he did create. No, he bought Instagram. He bought it. Somebody else created it, he bought it.
Bought, not built, huh?
Bought, not built. But I hate Instagram too. I barely even post on Instagram anymore.
Maybe if you posted on there, they'd care more about you.
I doubt it. Well, if I post, let's say I caught a big fish today, and I post a picture on Instagram, I'm gonna get 12 people commenting, when's the video coming out? Or is the video already out? I mean, I'm literally posting it from the water. Yeah, I just brought my laptop out here and edited it and got it uploaded while I'm sitting out here, dumbass. And so it brings out smart aleck comments to me, which I shouldn't be doing because obviously these people are interested in the video, so I shouldn't be responding in a sarcastic, smart aleck way. But those kind of comments and questions bring it out of me just naturally.
No, you're just naturally a smart aleck.
Well, that too. So there's really no great benefit to me posting on Instagram is kind of what I'm getting at. So, yeah, I should be better at that. But if I wait till the video comes out to post the picture, then I forget about it.
You should have a way when you're posting from the water, you don't have to get notified. Tell them to go when you post that screenshot from the water, you need to tell them to go subscribe to your channel so they get notified.
Link the YouTube channel so they get the notification when the video's out.
You know what's funny, people? You all listen to this. You probably didn't hear Daniel because he's a low talker. But all these guys that don't get shit for views got all this advice to tell me how to do things. The crowd around you that don't get crap for views always has the best advice. Unsolicited, of course.
One day I'm going to make it. I'm going to talk all the shit. I'm going to say, see, that's Justin.
Yeah.
When my channel replaces yours.
Boy, I could quit filming for the next 8 years, Ryan, and I still don't know if you'd catch up.
It will one day. When people
Well, I like your optimism.
How much better looking I am, and how much better of an angler I am, they're just going to push you right away, man. They're going to cancel you.
Their first impression of you is going to be you sitting on top of me where I'm fishing down here.
Well, this is my spot.
The hell?
Yeah, this is my spot. You took it from me.
Oh, I don't.
My story.
No, that's your story. Nobody believes anybody from Kentucky, though. Ain't nothing but criminals up there. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's from Kentucky.
Ex-criminals.
You've served your time.
Paid my debt to society.
I think there's some interest you ain't paid off.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You got another fish hitting over there.
I ain't even reaching over there. See how he jerked the rod down? I don't want that fish.
You know what I'm wondering is we had that bite going on before the rain, where it was kind of like 8:30ish, about 10, 11 o'clock. I wonder if the conditions change. Obviously fish are still here, but I wonder if the bite ain't a little earlier now.
I was thinking it might be later because the sun come up and warm the back creek up, get the water temperature back up, because it's dropped about 3 or 4 degrees, 5 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just, you know, we got out here and we got bit right away, and now it's kind of tapered off. Like, I wonder if we got the tail end of the bite, maybe.
I think we just caught all the fish that we set up on top of. Now we're waiting on the ones to pass through.
Well, that could be it too. Because, I mean, you figure if it was just one of us sitting here, one of us would have probably ended up getting all the bites.
The majority of them.
Yeah, instead of us kind of spreading them out between us. Well, except for Daniel, he can't catch a fish.
That's the other part of why I like to pull the board. So you start in the back and pull your way out, and you cover all of it. And you're not waiting on the fish to come to you, you're going to them.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's a terrible strategy. Now,
Great strategy down here on tournament day.
you know what you're doing when you're doing that? You just disrupting the crappie fishermen, because you're pulling through all their brush piles and knocking them free, and they're going to go back to their GPS waypoints, and then brush piles going to get moved about 5 feet where you've snagged in them and pulled them.
Now they've got to put another one out.
They got to put another one out.
Again.
Yep. There's Civil War man back at it.
Yeah, he's wide open over there, buddy.
I bet his neighbors hate his guts.
I bet there's some bush light in his refrigerator.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I bet you $100 bill, and I don't make much money, so that's a lot. But that guy's got a refrigerator full of bush light. And
somewhere on his back porch, there's a rebel flag hanging off the back too, and a "Don't tread on me." Yep. Yep. Guarantee it. I'm still seeing some fish on the screen pop up there periodically, but it's been a hot minute since I got bit, tap or anything.
I've got a couple on here, but nothing I really want to catch. Like that one.
Like right here, folks, like here went one. He's off the screen now, but he went right by, and here comes one in from this direction. There's one a little higher up coming down. There's one. Like, I keep seeing them. I don't know if they're all cats. Who knows? You know, they could be anything. But I mean, there's some fish that's here. This one here's coming right up on my front bait right there. He's off the screen now. Well, that's the thing about having live scope on. You know, you see all the fish down there that you can't catch, and like that one right there. I think he's near one of my back baits. But I don't have a clue what they are. You know, they could be drum, striper, carp, you know, I don't know. The only way I really know that it's a cat is if I see one there, and I watch it eat my bait, and I pull it up, and it's a cat. So I'm just not very good with the live scope. I'm gonna eventually hire that guide I met. I met a crappie guide, and he actually liked me. He was a fishing guide that liked me, and a crappie fisherman that liked me. That never happens. All those people, both of those demographics, hate me typically.
That guy's fake or something.
I tell you, but he was a expert on live scoping, and I'm gonna hire him at some point soon. Take me out and teach me something.
You made him up. He's your imaginary friend.
He might have been a ghost out there or something. I imagined him. Yeah, he was a crappie fishing guide. I met him over in Watts Bar one day, and he had watched my videos, and he liked me. And I thought, wow, this was the first time I've met a crappie fisherman that liked me, and first time I met a fishing guide that liked me. It never happens. I'll take that back. I got a fishing guide friend up there, Mark, Deuce's Wild Fishing. He's okay. His son fixed my trailer here recently, but.
Oh, was that Mark's son?
Yeah, Ace. Yeah, he's a welder. He's went to welding school and all that, and now he's doing some welding.
I met Mark up at the Columbus Expo or something. They
yeah.
Were set up with I don't remember. They sold some jigs and some anchors and some different stuff. Yeah.
He ain't been guiding as much this year. He's got well, he teaches jiu-jitsu too. He's got a jiu-jitsu school, and then he's been working on getting some kind of pistol certification course or something.
Oh, this guy over here can probably give him that.
I tell you, boy, I found him somebody to train him over there.
No, we call him Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he looks just like Vin Diesel. Well, Vin Diesel if he was 60 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over there. Ace welded my trailer. Mark cooked some hamburgers right there. He's farming now too. Hell, he's got him goats, fainting goats, and chickens everywhere. I said, you full on domesticated now. You turned into a farmer.
I think Daniel's gonna give up on us. He's rolled him up, buddy. He's had enough.
You going up on top?
A little bit. It seems dumb for all three of us to be fishing the same.
Well, I guess it would feel dumb if you wasn't catching any fish. The two of us reeling them in don't feel like it's very dumb at all.
Daniel done got mad at us. We done
Yeah, we didn't hurt his feelings over here catching all these fish on video. And see, Daniel likes to always say I edit his fish out of the video, but when I'm unedited, he's got no excuse anymore.
choice, yeah.
He can't tell them lies.
He can always say you just kept the camera pointed at me while he was catching them.
Yeah.
I probably ain't got no bait. I've got these dinks over here on 3 rods.
I probably need to switch mine out here. Oh, you got a rod in the water there. Get your camera on.
There we go, guys.
You skipped my turn again, damn it.
Skip Justin again. That's what, 3?
It's
3 turns
it's
now?
about 4 too many.
I thought he was gonna be a monster the way he buried that rod over.
Well, you can handle my light work. Catch all them small ones you won't. I'm waiting on a big one.
He's gonna spin me around and cause a mess with these casted out rods.
I hope so. See, that's good content right there if he'll do that.
He ain't a dink.
Oh, that's bigger than the one you got earlier.
No, he ain't that big. Nice little blue cat.
Y'all can't see it. You're looking into the
Before
sun.
Justin even got bit, so I'll take it.
I got them sitting up in front of me and behind me. I can't catch a break.
Oh,
There goes your other rod, Ryan. It's going down.
I'm done hit backwards and upside down.
And Daniel still can't catch one. Ryan's got 2 fish on. I can't buy one. Here goes Daniel's done give up.
I think that's 5 to your 1.
2. I got 2, and both of them were big, buddy. I'm catching quality over quantity today.
This one here's gonna be a little better quality.
I doubt it.
Now he's got me turned into the sun, and my 3 people that do watch my videos are blinded.
They ain't watching. Yeah, that's a good one right there, buddy.
You see it come out of the water?
Yeah.
Oh, that handle comes there.
We'll stand up here and try to get some footage of this one. That looks like a, yeah, it looks like a good one.
I'm gonna set him. I don't really know what to do.
Well, you might want to try to man up and actually get hold of him.
If I had a net.
Well, if you had a net.
I'm gonna go ahead and land this other one first.
Well, I hope that and gets all your lines tangled while you're dealing with the other one.
I think I got him straightened up for a minute. Now let's see if, make sure he didn't get these people wet. No, he got me wet, but not them, so he's respectful, I guess.
Well, I'd make a comment about you getting, I ain't gonna say it on this. I want to, but if the camera wasn't rolling, Ryan would have got a good joke right there. Trying to keep it PG on here.
This one's already been in here. I was trying to be like you and not use a net today.
I know, I don't need no net. Real man don't need one. I get comments all the time about people. I get people telling me about my glove all the time, then they using a net. Look, you done lost credibility, pal. It's definitely my turn again. We skipped me twice there.
I'm gonna get both of these in the floor at the same time just to make a cool Instagram post.
Well, there's Ryan trying to suck up to Zuckerberg again. I hope Zuckerberg himself hits the like button.
Starving artist stuff, bud.
I'd rather starve than help Zuckerberg. All right, y'all, we back in here. GoPro's overheated. That's I'm already missing my other camera that's headed back to DJI right now. I've popped the battery out, just got the battery pack plugged in. Hopefully it'll, there's Ryan's 2 fish. Still my turn, by the way. I'm gonna put some new baits on here in a minute.
Let's go get some baits on and see if we can't do that to Justin. That's all right. When you come out here with the Kayak Cat, look here, guys.
He's doing it again, folks, right here in front of me.
I don't think we want that one. We want something a little bigger than what that guy
Sets up right on top of me and catches fish in front of me.
on top of it. We're gonna get out of here, get these baits back on, and see if we can't do him that way one more time before we quit.
Yeah, I hope we can leave this camera rolling, y'all. Man, it's like 75. It's not even hot, but it's direct sun and GoPro just. I was telling Ryan while the camera shut off, I hate GoPro almost as bad as I hate Zuckerberg. Why DJI can have a camera that'll keep running when it overheats, but GoPro can't on 12 iterations, who knows?
So when the DJI overheats, it still records?
Yeah, the screen shuts off. Like I got a message on mine recently that it overheated and the screen shut off, but the camera itself kept rolling.
Well, that's nuts.
Yeah. And you can hook the microphone up Bluetooth through it, as long as you're just running one, which is nice. I like everything about DJI except for the video quality ain't as good as GoPro, and the app ain't as good. But
look here.
I'm putting on new baits, dog. There's something wrong with my baits. I got them ones you took a leak on. We're gonna
Got slime on my leg from the fish.
that ain't slime. No, I know, I'm recording. I gotta watch my mouth. These guys bring out the worst in me, y'all. They bring out the absolute worst in me. I gotta be. Well, not yet. The other video I filmed of me and you ain't come out yet as of me filming this one. So I'm liable to be canceled. I'm better off just sitting out here talking to y'all versus talking to these guys and having them bring out the rated R version. We're gonna switch out our baits. We can't do no worse with fresh bait here than what we've done with the ones that's on there. It's time anyway. It's been, I think it's a little over an hour when the camera shut off there, so.
I'm breaking out the big guns now. We're going big baits.
Big baits, okay. Yeah, let's just switch everything out. And I still.
Daniel, he moved real far, didn't he?
Daniel's over there on top of the drop.
He said there ain't no sense everybody fishing the same structure. We moved over 10 feet. You know, I did notice that my kayak has turned this way now. That my graph is now reaching 42 feet instead of 40 feet. So that means my back end has swung down off of that ledge.
Yeah. People don't believe me, but I swear that makes a difference.
Right on it.
Yeah, when you can get on that brake line, I swear it makes a difference.
That fish even gave me my head bait back. I'm gonna send it right back over there.
Well, that bait there's been chewed on, and I guess it happened when I wasn't paying attention or something.
Oh, them dinks is beating mine to death.
I've been talking to y'all. I ain't been paying attention to the important stuff. I've been trying to make y'all look good on camera. That's a full-time job.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to try hard when I doubled up, right beside you there.
Well, I'm gonna try hard to edit your face out, because ain't nobody gonna see the fish after they look at your face. Your wife better cook us a good lunch today after all the work I'm having to do. I'm working up an appetite out here. His wife's come down with him, stay over at the campground. They're the camping type, not me.
I probably ought to send her a message.
If you don't, I will, and you know I will. She picks up when I call. She may never pick up again, but she did the first time.
One time, that's all that matters.
All right, let's send this back down on the dragon rig. Boy, look at all them bass boats up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coming, and there's a bunch stacked up there where that guy won that tournament. I mean, where'd they all come from all of a sudden?
You know they didn't launch a bass tournament at 9 o'clock.
Not on a Thursday morning at 9 o'clock, no. Unless it's like a little private club or something. We got one back home, they fish on Wednesday mornings. And I've had to turn around every time I go to that ramp on a Wednesday morning. I forget about them, they're there, and I gotta turn around. They work at some plant or something. I guess they're all off on that day.
Oh, Chris got a 30-pounder over there this morning. Chris and them got a 30-pounder over there in that creek I sent them to. So.
Oh, did they? Yeah, Hooks and Hammocks YouTube channel, they're over there in that creek across the channel. They're dragging right now. All them people from the YouTube gathering thing are down here. So Daryl that come up and seen us in the boat earlier, he's look right here, Ryan. I'll switch out them baits, the tainted baits you gave me earlier, and I was already getting hit. I knew you'd tainted that bait.
They just want a little piece of me is all they're after.
That's it. All right, folks. Clean our knife off there, and we got fresh bait and a positive attitude. And boy, if we couldn't hear Daniel before, we definitely ain't gonna hear him now.
No, he's 10 feet farther away.
He's up on top of the drop over there, still not catching fish.
Are you alive?
He got bass fishermen getting up on him. It's rare to see a bass fisherman working offshore structure, but it's happening right here. Is she still asleep?
She's still sleeping.
Tell her it's damn near noon. Wake her ass up.
Justin said it's damn near noon. He wants camp on. She said she's on vacation. You ain't getting nothing. I will move your tent. She said, what time we coming, Justin?
I don't know. Whenever. I done caught my fish.
12:30, 1 o'clock.
Well, you think we're gonna be out here? Well, it'll take us a while to get back to the car.
Does that work? For you, baby? Okay. All right, well, I'll see you about 1 o'clock or something. Love you.
Tell her I love her too.
She already, it's understood. What's understood don't need to be said. My glasses is fogging up on me. If I was getting around, would like to wear.
Well, they hurt my head. I'm gonna get me a different pair. We got fish all over that front bait right
I
there,
got the
folks.
Walmart.
Or that's the back bait. I had some Walmart ones. I lost them, but I liked them pretty good.
These are generally pretty good. I think it's because I need a haircut. I'm sweating in it.
Well,
I was trying to grow me out one of them Chris Minahan mullets.
the mullet.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can get half dozen people to watch your video, you can get enough for a haircut.
Well, I probably need a lot more than a half a dozen, that's for sure.
I saw a YouTuber that was giving haircuts to the homeless. Maybe you could hit him up, since you're kind of living out of your van.
This is all over, so. Oh, I guess I've had my action for the day. It's
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be on like like crazy there.
I was in for a real quick trip.
Yeah, I think we got to, I swear I think we got to tail into the bite this morning.
Well, you're the one that said 8 o'clock.
Well, no, I said I'd be at the ramp by 7.
Oh, Daniel got hit right there. I seen it from here.
No, he just rocked his kayak. He probably tapped his foot.
I think I've got the big fish now.
No way.
See, there ain't no winning with you.
No, you can't win with me. We've proven that in the tournaments.
I won here against you.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that better than I do the last tournament, matter of fact.
Well, I can't even remember where you finished the last tournament, but I remember it's near the bottom.
It was not in the front.
We better spend a little time on Nick and Jack, or we both gonna end up in the back.
Oh, Andrew Green's coming up for this one.
Is he?
Yep.
About damn time.
Maybe we can get his wife to cook for us. He's bringing her on this.
Oh, is he? Okay, good.
She'll cook for us this time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
I'll be doggone, he got one. You tell me miracles don't happen.
Guys, he's actually got another fish on. Oh, look at him right back. He's holding on now.
Yeah. It just come off, didn't it? Nope.
He's got a real one.
I got big fish right here.
If that's a flathead, we're never going to live it.
We'll never hear the end of it, Ryan, if he's got him a flathead.
He's been going on about catching a big flathead all day.
That or his tail hooked.
Tail hook, 3-pounder.
Tail hooked channel cat.
It better be good enough. You so far away, ain't nobody gonna see it.
It's got to be a good one, yeah.
I have to get another one.
They for dang sure can't hear you.
Fat fish.
Are you going to catch it or are you going to play with it?
Play with that, I think.
It better, I mean, as long as you've been sitting there messing with it and talking about it, it better be good.
He might just need to enjoy it. It's probably the only one he's going to catch.
He's waited all day for it, Ryan. Let him have his moment.
I'll clean these guys off. Yep. I'm paranoid now I'm going to get water on my lens and not know it.
Well, I've done that a few times. His back rod there's getting hit too. Well, he may be in that line.
Might be in it.
Yeah, he's in this other line.
I hope he gets the other two also. I want Daniel in a tangled mess out here today. I want to film it.
I want to see him hanging out the front of his kayak trying to get the lines out of the motor.
We'll have to add that to the master class.
I have done that. Poor old Mike, if he gets around you, he's getting hung in your motor. He's getting hung in your lines, something. If he's with you, it's happening.
Every time. Daniel, we're tired of waiting, man. These people, they've put their sandwich down here to watch you reel this thing in. They're ready to get back to it.
I think they've got their video cameras out too.
This is a good fish.
Well, you've told us 6 times. When are we going to see it?
Actions speak louder than words, Daniel.
It's actually just a log. I'm just going to keep saying.
I mean, I believed you the first time. I just like to see the thing.
I don't believe you, neither does nobody watching my videos.
I know Ryan lies to me, but I don't expect that out of you, Daniel.
I think I love that.
You need to see the fish before you do get the glove.
He knows that log's got mud on it.
I got big fish right here.
Is he on the fly? I see your bluegill.
That is not even close.
Is he on the fly, Daniel?
No, I don't have flies on today.
Oh, what the hell?
How you supposed to promote your stuff if you ain't even using it, bud?
He's new to this.
Oh, okay. He said,
You know what though? He's caught a fish on that bluegill. I ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
Oh yeah.
I done talked all that crap and he's proved me wrong.
If it's as good a bait as he says it is, and we would have had bluegill, we would have done drained the lake today.
This fish threw off that bait.
So he ate a cut bait.
He ate the cut bait.
And that bluegill's your other line. Okay, that makes more sense.
That looks like a mess.
Daniel's got I wish I could zoom right now because he is in a mess. It's gonna take him a half hour to cut through this.
But I have got a tank.
It's been so long since you caught one, Daniel, you forgot what a tank looks like. Daniel's got the big eye over there.
Well, he's got the bad juju off his new kayak at least.
Yeah.
Right.
Now next time we go fishing, he has no excuse.
Oh, he'll find one, don't worry.
Well, I guess the fact that he sucks is always a good excuse.
I just got to fill up your 4-hour video.
Well, hell, it's gonna take you 3.5 to get this damn thing in.
Yeah, I mean, we got to put at least 30 minutes of me in it.
All right, buddy. It's time.
And he's got scales over there, so he can't lie to us about how much it weighs.
Well, he'll put his foot on that scale, though. I know he will.
Man, this fish is fighting harder than that big one.
No, me and Ryan, we just manned up and got our fish in at a more reasonable time.
No, I mean my last big one.
Well, that last big one you caught was so long ago, I don't know how you can even remember it. If I didn't see it on Ryan's video 57 times, I'd have done forgot it.
It'll be on YouTube, the whole fish fight and all, I think Tuesday, so.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get 3 more people off your video to watch that.
All right.
I'm gonna charge you a finder's fee if my people come to your channel and watch.
I'm going to leave your channel and come to mine eventually.
Well,
I'll wake up in realization of me being a better angler and better looking. You know, my grammar, if I go to grammar school, you wouldn't even.
if you got hooked on phonics, that's the missing piece. It'll be like a charity case, you know, they're wanting to Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The shiners, you know, you roll down your window and throw out some pocket change in their bucket.
Why they're there.
That's why them coming to your channel. It's just like that.
I don't care why they're there as long as they're there.
Yeah, you're desperate like that, I know.
Starving artist.
Starving artist.
I'm going to put that on my kayak.
A non-profit. Daniel, if it only takes one hand, it ain't that big.
That's what she said. I'll give him credit. That might be.
Yeah, that's pretty good fish. He's holding that. Y'all forget he's 5 foot tall there, so don't go just by the length.
Heck yeah.
5 foot tall and 105 pounds.
I think he's up to 111.
Is it 111?
Yeah.
Maybe 112 after your wife cooks lunch today.
Well, I woke her up, so it may not be much of a lunch.
Be a can of Spam probably.
She was a trooper yesterday, though. She got up at 3:30 yesterday morning and went to work, worked all day, and then drove down here and got here at like 9:30 last night.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Well, hell, she slept 12 hours in. What's the problem?
Well, we didn't lay down till probably 11.
Oh, took you that long, huh?
No.
Performance problems, I get it. You are getting older. It'll take Daniel longer to get that fish unhooked.
We had to unload her car. Remember, she had the second load of our campsite.
Oh,
It wasn't haul at all. We had to load her car down too. So
call them fish right there around my bait, y'all. Look at all that.
did you see that one jump just now?
Well, the camera was pointed that way. I didn't get a look at it.
Guys, I'm gonna go. I'll go for the week. But he's gonna be the rest of the day getting it unhooked. So I guess we'll probably end up having to clean and eat that when it's done suffocating. Those are lungs right there.
Hey, Daniel, remember we're unedited here, so if it takes you a half hour, they see it all.
We're gonna go with,
No pressure.
catch another one myself. I'm not pressing these baits up.
Daniel, you better hope I catch a fish soon just to get the attention off you.
I gotta get a picture of the biggest fish in the new yak.
That's the only fish in the new yak.
All of them accessories on there and you ain't got a damn camera mount.
Yep.
Lord. If I was a better friend, I'd come over here and take a picture, but I ain't.
It's for my own experience, not for other people.
Brian, I swear to God, don't you dare catch another one before me. He's pulling line. Turn your camera on.
It's already on.
That's pulling line right there. I heard the drag stripping.
Yeah, that might take Daniel's big fish away.
You just stole his thunder just like that. You wouldn't even give him 5 minutes, Ryan.
I gave him 8. I timed it on my GoPro.
Poor guy.
He was gonna be bigger than he is, I think. So he acted real big when he bit that bait.
I heard the line stripping. Unless your drag's just loose.
It is a little loose, but yeah, he's nowhere near that good.
Oh.
He's a fun sizer though.
Well, he's bigger than anything I've caught in the last hour.
Yeah, what is that? 3? Now he's gonna pull.
I think it's more than that. I can't buy one. You give me the wrong tainted bait. I'd have caught 20 fish if I didn't have you guys out here on top of me today. That's what I get for being charitable and letting you supply me with bait.
I figure it was a good trade-off.
Well.
I got to spend the day with you and enjoy your entertainment.
54.6.
54 pounder, Daniel said.
Oh, get his scale check, somebody.
He got his scale from the same place I did my bump board.
I know that scale came from China, by God. That thing's saying 54 pounds.
Come get a closer look. It's a big fish.
I ain't coming over there.
Bring it over here and show it to you.
You bring it over here if you want us to look at it. 54.6. I think you meant 54.6 ounces.
I would have gave him 50 pounds, but you know.
The 4.6 just that's a little embellishment.
I don't know, mine's a little better than I thought it was gonna be. It might be bigger than Daniel's.
Well, on his scale, I know it would be.
Where's that hook at in you, buddy?
Dunzo.
Daniel, I bet if you weighed yourself on that scale, you'd weigh 300 pounds. Do you hear that fellow over there, Daniel? He's shooting in celebration of it.
Go. Another decent fish for the day, a little fun sizer.
Y'all just
got you wet that time, guys.
y'all just keep skipping my turn. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we're gonna take Justin's turn again.
I'm getting gypped out here. This lunch your wife's fixing better be damn good for me to drive this far today.
Look here, you just wait till you get the bill in the mail for the lunch.
Oh hell.
And then the bill in the mail for all the content I've given you today.
Boy, I'm calling my accountant. We're gonna have to write some stuff off, it sounds like. Lord. Well, it's even worse is I keep seeing fish on my screen around my baits. They just won't touch it.
Did you freshen them up?
Yeah, I just did a little while ago. But it's more bait you give me, so I know it ain't no count.
I mean, I got mine out after you got yours.
Well, you put on top the ones you wanted me to grab, and it wasn't no good.
No, I gave all them to Daryl.
I got gypped out here today, y'all. Me and you, we should have went fishing by ourselves today with our own bait. I guarantee you we'd have caught more and bigger.
You could have went on down to Watts Bar. I'm sure you would have got skunked there.
I might have, by gosh. I could at least caught some carp out there on Watts Bar.
Hey, they was stacked up at the dam yesterday.
The carp were?
Yeah.
You see them in the water there?
Yeah, I seen them up rolling, and then I seen them all over the graph.
Hmm.
I mean, they could have been catfish, but the ones I seen rolling was carp.
I don't ever fish up by the dams for them, but I should. I've seen a bunch up there too in years past.
That's where everybody goes to shoot them when they're bow fishing, so.
Yeah. Well, I imagine they're like everything else. They go to spawn and they get stuck up there as they make their way up. Yep, there goes the one. He ain't got no stickers on his boat. He ain't no good.
I've been watching.
Yeah, he.
Knows what he's doing.
That's some amateurs. I bet you the first one that set up on that spot this morning had a sticker, and all them others just saw it and they knew that's where to go.
There's still boats up there on that spot.
They're all over it, man. There's something about that spot. It looked like that one guy, when we went by, had a big spoon, like a flutter spoon or something he was throwing.
Vertically jigging it.
Uh-huh. That's what he was doing, looked like. I mean, y'all, it's so frustrating. We've got one right there on our front bait, man. He is right there on it. He just won't commit. I mean, he's still right there on it. Here comes another one in. I think there's actually a third one there that was behind it too. You got 3 of them that won't eat that bait. And you trying to tell me Ryan ain't tainted that thing somehow? He ain't done something to that bait. We got 3 fish right there around it. Won't none of them eat it.
And they'll come over here and eat mine here in just a minute.
One of them tapped it just then. They must have hit it with their tail as it's swimming off from it.
He had to taste it to see if it was mine or yours.
I mean, they're just all over it right there, and none of them will commit. You'd think they'd at least eat the fly under it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna raise that bait up, try to pull it away from them a little bit. See if they want to follow it up. They're like, nah, we'll just swim off. Yep. That's what they said. It's like, we'll just swim off.
Not try that idea anymore.
Yeah. I've done that a lot, Ryan. I see them like that just sitting on. I've yanked it up. I've smacked my rod, you know, just to try to do something different. But all it ever does is spook them. I had 3 fish on that bait though, just looking at it. Unreal.
See, that's where you're messing up. You just need 1 fish on that bait looking at it.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right fish.
The right one. What I need is bait that I caught, not this old tainted stuff you tinkled all over.
Well, you should have got up yesterday and went and caught it.
Well, that'd have required me getting wet. You know, I'm too bougie for that.
Yeah, it wasn't fun putting on a wet life jacket this morning. That feeling, it just...
It didn't rain a lot at my house, but when it come through, it was downpours, like hard rain.
I did get some real pretty rainbow pictures and stuff while I was out there, though.
Well, I heard you was into the rainbow stuff.
Well, I took them from Mike, so he could...
I'm gonna get canceled for that too. You watch and see. You can't say that kind of stuff.
3 hours to get it this time.
Golly, man, I gotta watch myself. Y'all bring out the worst in me.
I think Daniel's still over there trying to deal with that mess that fish made.
I hope he's got to cut everything, by gosh. Well, these fish right here, they're up, buddy. That right there is about 20, 25 feet deep, but he looks like pretty good fish.
If only you had your carp bait.
I know. Well, I couldn't have caught any less carp today than what I got catfish. I was so excited to get them 2 fish right away. 2 fishing.
Front rod or back rod, I couldn't tell.
I felt him, but I don't know.
This side, it's the back rod that got hit.
Well, I guess I need to send y'all a thank you note today, because if I'd only got 2 fish in 20 minutes, I couldn't post no video.
Thank you note better have a check in, it's all I can tell you. These guide trips ain't free.
Lord, listen to him. I try to pay him one compliment and he's already got his hand out. Look, do I look like the government? You trying to get a handout?
No, I earned it. I mean, I brought you out here and let you.
Well, earn it's a strong word.
I brought you out here, let you watch me catch fish. Let your sponsor tag along. I mean, Daniel should probably pay for it since it's a company trip.
You know, this is a company trip here, Daniel. It's only fitting you pick up the tab.
You better leave Lindsay a good tip at lunch, is all I can tell you.
Well, we better get good service worth leaving a tip for.
I ain't making no promises because I did wake her up when I called her, so.
Well, I might need to call her. Hearing my voice will make her.
Over real quick.
Hearing my voice will put anybody in a good mood.
I wouldn't go that far.
All right, I'm tired of sitting here not catching fish.
What do you want to do?
I want to catch fish.
Oh,
I don't want to move. Hell, I see the fish down there.
I got some planer boards. You want to go drag it?
Hell no. I'd rather not catch them.
Oh, that guy's got one sticker. He's semi-professional.
I think that's just the name of the boat.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's a sticker.
Does that make the boat more expensive if the name's real big on the side of it?
Probably. I bet it's got glitter around it. Y'all holler tell you there's already been 57 boats in there this morning. If they couldn't catch them, he ain't going either.
Same thing they did. He's just riding through.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's the only one that's took time and fished over there.
They better catch them quick because here comes about 3 more downriver. They all heading the same place probably.
Yeah, they're going down there where them 3 guys are standing at. On them boats right down below you there.
I'll tell you what, but I wouldn't be out here this weekend. They practicing for some tournament.
Wait till next weekend for our tournament.
Hopefully.
I learned that next weekend is Memorial Day.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Why would Mike schedule our tournament on Memorial Day weekend?
He is a #1 dumbass.
I already signed up too, or I'd just skip it. Boy, I sure don't want to be out there on Memorial Day weekend. Everybody will be out there.
Memorial Day weekend on Nickajack Lake.
Golly bum, that's going to be a nightmare.
Saturday.
That is going to be a nightmare because the channel's so tight right through there.
All we can hope for is rain.
I hope it comes a monsoon.
All we can
I never thought I'd say that, but I hope it monsoons.
It is supposed to be.
Yep, that'll be the one day that it don't.
Well, hell, they just going to come right over here on top of us too, ain't they? They saw Daniel catch that fish and thought he must know what he's doing. He finally gets him one and somebody's seen it. Meanwhile, I got another pile of fish here on my back baits. And ain't none of them gonna hit it.
Now, how can you tell which ones are which? Can you just see the rigs on the screen?
I can see my rigs, yeah, but I see the fish swimming around it.
But I mean, how do you know it's your back bait, not your front bait? Just by which way you got the thing pointed?
Yeah, because so the transducer's sitting at the 0 mark on the screen, and I got it facing that rod, so these baits behind me's got to be the ones that's picking up there. I can't get all 4 of them on the screen, but I can usually get 2.
Have you tried the down scan mode?
Yeah, but I don't really like it.
Okay.
I still couldn't get all 4 of them on there. But at least with the forward scan, I can line up for sure on one rod and be able to tell. With down scan, I can't really tell which rod it is. I'd like to play around more with perspective mode in the shallows, but it's like seeing an ultrasound to me. Like I can't
tell that there's a baby on that screen when I look at one of them.
Yeah, it's tough. It's an acquired skill for sure.
Them guys catch a lot of crap. Them bass guys live scoping them tournaments that are good at it. But there is really a skill there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I mean, it really takes a skill set.
The people who badmouth it are all just like, well, you just drop it down in the water and you catch big fish, and they've not actually used one, or else they'd know.
People that do that, it's one, the people that can't afford it.
Yep.
Or won't spend the money on it, or two, the people that have bought it and can't figure it out.
Yeah. I might have one working. Oh, he swam over here, Ryan. He's headed out toward the. Boy, he's headed this way, buddy. He's took my line and.
Dragon sinker. What have you got going on here?
Well, hell if I know. He took my bait. He took my bait and headed that way.
You can't make that up.
I don't even know what he's done here. Lord almighty.
Hey, I'll do you a favor. I'll leave that out of my video.
Well, I got one on this rod here too on the left. I'll be doggone. I've got a fish on this rod. My other rod was swimming.
What kind of amateur hour thing you got going on?
It figures I finally get a fish and something crazy like this would happen. Lord help me. I'm glad this ain't a big fish I got on. I'd be in trouble. I gotta throw that sinker in that rig over that line and try to unloop it around. This is ridiculous right here, Ryan. I hope they can too. This is why you go unedited right here, Ryan, so they see it all, by gosh. Make a complete fool of myself. It's natural. I don't have to work too hard to get myself in trouble, either stuff I do or stuff I say. Oh Lord. We got it undone at least. I'm glad we didn't skip my turn again. Y'all watched them skip my turn today numerous times. It really ain't fair. I don't know why they do me like this. Friends like mine, you don't need enemies. You definitely don't want to be enemies with that guy over there banging, buddy. Oh no, and he come free.
Well, he lost it by the time I got the camera on.
Lord.
Your turn, I tried to get it. What do you want to say about it?
I suck. That's what I got to say about it. Make you a short out of that.
Straight from the man's mouth.
Right out my mouth to God's ears. I suck at fishing today. Lord. I don't even know how that happened. Huh?
Did that fish get in this rod?
I think I had a small one on that went that way, and then I had one on that rod.
Okay.
Because he was wrapped around that rod that went that way.
I think the big fish came over and went around this rod.
Well, that's why you shouldn't do no figuring, because you don't know how to figure.
You stick to your story about it being two fish, and I'll stick to mine. Either way it goes, you lost both of them.
I lost both of them then. When you got it, and some days you don't. I ain't got it today, folks.
I really wish we'd have done a lump stand today. If we did, I lost no matter what.
Yeah. Well, your wife was cooking regardless, so I guess it would come down to who would pay your wife.
I figure I'm going to take her out to eat tonight.
Where are you going to take her to?
Well, I was going to ask you about this place.
I don't live down here.
Dave's Barbecue. It's between here and Watch Bar Dam.
I've passed it, yeah.
I seen that place the last couple trips up there and thought, man, that looks like one of them little places that's
Just
one
a
of them little hole in the wall looking places that has the best food.
yeah. Well, every time I go by there, there's people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be worth taking her to. I'm sure you've taken her to worse places.
If it's any good, after I take her there and test it out, then we'll do a lunch test there on our next trip or something.
So what you're saying is you just want to buy me lunch there at the barbecue place.
I mean, if it goes like it was today, you might owe me 2 lunches over one. Like this.
Well, I can't say nothing today because I've had it handed to me out here. Daniel's caught bigger fish than me, and you've caught more fish than me.
I think I caught a bigger one than you too.
I think all I've caught out here today is hail from you.
You earned it. Daniel, you looked up again. Look at him go up there.
I can't. My rig's all messed up here.
Well,
I can't even film him right now.
don't worry, Daniel. I'll film it for you. Oh, well, I'll put it back up then. See, I won't edit them out like Justin does. I just won't put them in there at all.
This was one of Justin's edited videos. That 50 pound fish was in the light of day. 1 minute each time.
I gave you 8 minutes on it, so.
See right there, I'd love to make another comment, but I've caught myself on it.
Look here, that'd be an upgrade for me.
That's what I was gonna say. I can't take y'all anywhere.
I didn't ask you to either. I'm gonna move my casting rods out around a little bit here. Seems like he's getting more action up on the ledge now, so.
All right, we got 2 fresh baits on the back. We're gonna hopefully do something with them here. Where we at on? I guess we're about at 2 hours now. I think my camera overheated there at the hour and something mark, so we just started out so good.
We started at 8 o'clock, didn't we?
It's a little after 8. It's 10:16 on my phone right now.
Oh,
So
I thought it was a lot later than that.
no, it's just 10:16.
I guess it just wears you out faster when you're catching fish.
Oh God Almighty, listen to him, folks. Uh-huh. Yep. Another one's come in there near my back bait.
Here, buddy. Your fish done come over here and made a mess.
I told him to do that. That's the least he could do for me, leave me waiting as long as he did.
I've been running a little experiment on my dragon rigs. I've got the rattles on 2 of them, and then the other ones don't, so.
Well, but when you're running on planer boards, they're gazillion feet apart, how you gonna know?
It's still gonna make, I mean, if you get 10 fish on with rattles and none without rattles,
Well,
it's still a number to compare.
that's that Kentucky math again. Don't make no damn sense.
Especially when you're dragging them flat, it don't really make no difference.
Mm.
You know, where the rods are, you're just dragging a shell bed or a mud flat,
Yeah.
which is my favorite thing to do other than bump.
I thought your favorite thing to do was to lose tournaments to me, because that's what you do most often.
Keep talking.
Oh, look at here. I got one on. I'm catching up with you now, Ryan. Oh, he's gonna pull, buddy. He's stripping line. Boy, he's stripping line right there now. That's a better one. See, I got one now that Daniel moved. I'm finally able to catch one back here.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fight away.
I know you won't.
I guess I got put this on video.
Well, he stripped a little line and he took off. He's coming at me now. It finally happened, y'all. It finally happened.
He's took one of my fish and 2 of Daniel's.
That fella over there, he's already shooting in celebration of
Yeah,
it.
he's got the fireworks ready, right? We got some guy over here across the lake. I don't know if there's a shooting range or what over there.
I think he's made his own.
If there ain't, there is now.
Well, them some big bubbles coming up.
I don't think they use lead in bullets anymore, though.
Take him off again. It's a blue. I saw his tail.
Is it gonna be bigger than 3 pounds?
Well, maybe bigger than 3, less than 4.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna be as big as that. Well, he might be big as the one I got there this morning. Oh Lord.
Now he's got your people wet.
Yeah, he's got me and everybody wet here. He got me good. He's bigger than I thought he was.
Your people's over there trying to watch their TV screen.
Oh boy, he got mad, but he's gone now. He just stripped off a bunch of line. Did he get you? It's good. I feel it running down my you know what right now. He got me right good. It looks like I done peed my britches.
I promise I'll get pictures of it.
At least it's a hot day, it'll dry out quick. Yeah, this one right here is worth the wait, y'all. This fish has made me wait all daggone day. I need Daniel's scale. This will be 65 pounds on Daniel's scale.
It might be 360.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I can't do nothing with this until he's good and ready, buddy. He's just down there.
I'm mad about Daniel. He played with his fish that long. I guess if it took me as long as it has, you might play with it for a while.
Well, if you could catch one this big, it might take you an extra minute. You might.
I haven't seen that one yet. I still say it's just 3 or 4.
Oh. Well, I hope I get hold of him before I lose him, so you can eat some crow over there.
I might need to put some fresh baits on, but I think catch up.
Well, I just put a fresh chunk on these 2 back rods.
I noticed that. But I was trying to let you catch up to my number of fish.
Well, it's about damn time you done something for me, Ryan.
I mean, big favorite superstar, you know, I can't make you look that bad in your own video.
I mean, you finally catch it on how the world works.
Yeah.
About time. At least you're coachable.
I don't know if I've got a coach worth having or not.
That's debatable. Oh yeah, I think we're back, y'all. I knocked the cord loose. I took my battery out because we overheated. I'm running just on the external. I knocked the cord loose. We lost it. Let's try that again. Y'all set up every balance. I want you to take a picture of this fish for me. If we can finally get him in.
My people's gonna get off, they get watching you.
Your people never clicked on.
Well, that's
What you're talking about.
all 300 of them. Out of that 300, I'm watching this long. And one of them,
That's a really good fish. Oh, Lord.
now he got them wet.
Oh, boy, he ain't hooked good, Ryan.
If only you had a net.
He is hooked in the skin of the mouth.
If only you had a net.
I'm gonna have to get this thing quicker than what he's ready to be got, because if I don't, there he went. There he went. Dadgummit. He was skin hooked right in the corner of the mouth. I just pulled it free when he thrashed.
If only there was a tool. Find the fish once you get them there.
Oh, God almighty, I'll never hear the end of it. It's bad enough it happened, but to happen in front of you, I'll never hear the end of it.
I think that same exact thing happened.
Well, last time I fished with you.
Right at that's how we ended the video, as a matter of fact.
Golly, bum.
Somebody sent him some money so he can afford Monster Hydroweb HD4.
Oh, look, now he's trying to plug his sponsors on here on my damn video. Look at this, folks. Man, I am soaking wet, buddy. That thing splashed me good. That was a good fish. He was really good, but I mean, he was just, I don't know if y'all could see or not, but it's right in the corner, just right on the skin. And when he thrashed that last time, it was gone. I should have played him out a little longer. You know, these guys giving me hell over here. I was rushing him in. It's Ryan's fault, ultimately, I lost that fish.
So that's still 5 fish for me since you've caught one.
You know, I don't like your math.
It might be more than that. I don't know. I can't count past 5.
Oh, you know what? He didn't yank the hook out. He broke my rig.
The net still would have fixed it.
By gosh, he broke my damn leader.
Just because you changed the problem, don't think there's a different solution.
Golly boom, he snapped me off. You nicked my leaders before we left the ramp, didn't you?
Well, I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
He's pleading the fifth over there. Golly bum. Yeah, don't make it no better either way. I'd have liked to weigh that fish on Daniel's scale. I'd have had my 100-pounder.
Go that. Now you're just... Have you got them ugly black boots on today?
Hell yeah, I do.
Let me borrow them so I don't get that on my feet.
Oh, hell, folks. I'm never going to hear the end of it. Every time he's around, I lose a fish that I should have netted if I'd had one.
At least you admit it.
Well, you know, again, I'm rushing things along that I wouldn't normally do. If I didn't have the pressure of y'all, I'm trying to, you know.
Oh, you can handle the pressure of one camera, but not 2.
But not 2. It changes everything when you got 2 cameras on you. You'll see someday if anybody ever wants to film me, Ryan.
Look over here at this guy again.
Has Daniel got one over there?
He don't even say nothing. He just
No.
catches it.
He don't want to be on video. He's had enough of us today, Ryan.
I already feel bad enough. I don't want to have to call the suicide hotline tonight.
Now Daniel's getting canceled.
Yeah. I don't think you can make jokes about that, Daniel. That's insensitive.
I think as long as you put the 800 number in your description, you'll be okay.
So you want me to do more work? I gotta look it up. Oh, boy, I tell you, with friends like mine, you just...
Now, if they called that number, they would need the other number.
Oh, boy, we have fun, y'all. I don't know if it's enjoyable for y'all to watch us have fun, but we have fun. I'm gonna put a suspend rig on this one. I need to tie me up some more leaders, I reckon.
I've got all my stuff in the van. I didn't tie none before I made this trip.
I'm about out.
That Piglet Wilson trip kicked me out on leaders. It was like I went through 20 leaders out there.
Well, the Ohio River got me. I lost like 8.
Oh yeah, it's full of snags, barges, and logs. And
It ain't full of fish, though, I'll tell you that.
there ain't no danger in that. That's that one you broke off.
Probably. He's over there making fun of me. That hook I left in his mouth spray on eBay right now.
I'm looking on Marketplace. He looked more like a Marketplace.
That was easily my best fish of the day, though. It's disappointing.
I guess now you want to allow that saltwater rule. If you touch the leader, it's counted, don't you?
Yeah, by gosh, that counts as a catch, because I did touch the leader. See, way to be positive over there, Ryan.
You didn't like that rule when I lost the first fish of the day that way.
Well, I like to change the rules as needed to better fit what I need in the moment. I'm like that other tournament director we had.
Hey, man, could you get any closer?
I'd wave, but I'd only use one finger. That wouldn't be nice. Let's find us a... We may have to get some more bait in here in a little while, y'all. We're getting down to the scraps here. I got 5 off Ryan before we left. There we go. Get another bait down. Have a suspend. Oh, we got this rod getting hit. You think I'll actually land this one, Ryan? Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think this one here, seeing how he hits the rod, it's hard to get excited over him after.
What I am going to do, I'm going to cut up some fresh bait.
You do that.
That is enough to say right there, because you went forever, didn't get bit. You put on fresh bait.
Yeah. I finally got rid of some of that tainted bait you give me.
Oh no, they're all tainted bait.
If you've handled them, they're tainted. So I know you don't wash your hands. Don't you dare splash me, fish. Here's what I want to do. He can play himself out. We're going to lower this other bait down.
You remember that big skipjack you didn't want?
You going to put it on? I didn't say I didn't want it. I was trying to be nice and not take your biggest one. I'm courteous like that, Ryan.
I am not. If you offer me bait now and tell me to get in the cooler and get it, I'm going to take the biggest, best bait you got in there right off the rip.
Well, well, first off, I wouldn't offer you bait. And second off, if I did, you'd probably take it all. I'd go to get in the cooler and wouldn't be none left for me. Lower this one down. We'll get rid of this one that we actually is able to hook good. I don't know why that leader broke. I guess it's just I've used it so dang much.
Probably tied that leader 8 months ago. Fish on it.
That might have been one of the rigs I was pulling over there at Kerr Lake last summer. Damn camera, y'all. I'm telling you, 75 degrees and direct sun. It's just we unedited, but we ain't uncut at this point. I got to get that other camera back, man. I hope they fix it quick. I'm just going to end up buying another one. I tell you, Ryan, has he been banging nonstop or just when I'm reeling in a fish?
No, it's pretty consistent.
I'm like, I couldn't even turn this into an edited video without him being on there banging.
I mean, the way it's looking, you better turn it into an edited.
That's the truth. There we go. I'm quick releasing that. I ain't bringing him in. I'm still soaking wet from the last one, even though I didn't catch it. There we go. Did I have another head in that box here? Seems like I did. That I had cut. Yeah, right there. Let's switch that head out.
credit, buddy.
Ain't got no bait on there?
Ain't got no bait on there.
Well, you'll learn to check it, won't you?
I mean, that's probably a good reason to put fresh bait on it.
Good reasons I've ever heard.
Well, that is a fast, deep V boat right there.
Okay. Well, there goes us another head down. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to get me a thumbnail right quick. Let me try to get me a thumbnail before this camera overheats again, because I'll forget to do it later. I'll get to talking and I won't end up doing it. That might be our thumbnail possibly. What do you think, y'all? It's as bad a thumbnail as any. Down it goes, by gosh.
I'm gonna throw this one over there when I cast it back out and pull one right out from under Dad.
Yeah. Pull one right out from under his kayak. He's so far away, we'd never hear him hollering, even if he did catch a fish. Yeah, this video, Ryan, raw and uncut, it's going to be cut numerous times because of the damn camera. I'm going to have to bleep out my comment there toward you earlier, else I'll have everybody after me. That one I made.
You just have to tell me after the thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get dinged for that one. YouTube very sensitive about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all just bring out all kinds of stuff for me. The last time you and I fished together, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get canceled for that too.
Yeah. Was that this same spot?
Oh
no, it was the next creek up.
No, I think we was fishing here.
Is this the one with the ramp in it?
No, it's that one.
Okay, this is the same one we was in then.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a fine job of getting myself in trouble without y'all helping me out. Problem is, you know, I get to talking to y'all and I just talk how I would normally talk and I forget that the camera's going. And I'm liable to say whatever.
Which is exactly why I've never recorded like at the check-ins and
Yeah.
at the Airbnbs when we all stay together down there. And I know. Especially if Chris is around. If Chris
Oh, yeah.
I love him, but you don't put him on camera.
No. Nope.
Or hand him your camera.
Is Mark coming to this one?
He said he was.
Didn't he say he's coming to the last one too?
Well, his truck messed up at the last time.
Oh.
I guess that's a good excuse.
Well, I'm glad he realized I cut his brakes before he got on the road, so.
He had battery issues, I think, was the deal.
Hopefully we'll have a pretty good turnout for it.
Yeah, Adam is bringing 4, so his daughter's actually fishing this tournament.
Yeah, he told me he's bringing his 13-year-old daughter to beat me. I kind of hope she does win the whole thing. That makes for a good storyline.
I told him if he hadn't have beat me last week the way he did, I would have gave her my spots this week. But since her daddy done me that way last week, she's got to pay her daddy's debt. It may not be fair, but that's life.
Well, he had me film a video. We were launching at the same spot up there on the high river, and he's like, will you film a little video for my daughter? And so in the video, I was talking about how when I beat him so bad that day, I was just gonna let her call me daddy, so I'd be like the positive male role model in her life, you know. And then he goes out there and sticks it to me like that, so.
So now do you have to call him daddy?
Well, I've called him worse. Yeah, if I can't win, I hope she wins. I hope she beats us all.
As long as I finish 8 spots in front of you, I'm okay.
You need to finish about 9 in front of me on that Angler of the Year point race, buddy. You in trouble.
I think you're well, no, you're probably more than that.
I'm 7 points ahead.
In front of me.
I got 300, you got 293, I think.
Yeah.
I'm dominating. See, I'll mess up today. I'll let these fish have a fighting chance, but on tournament day, it's on, buddy. I ain't
Out
going.
here catching my leftover fish from the last tournament.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know. That's why I don't want to handle them. I don't want your sloppy seconds.
We really probably should have went down to that other creek where I did so good down there.
Probably. Yeah, I need to burn it on video too.
I even put the launch ramp on it in my video, but you know, nobody watches.
Nobody watches, so yeah. It's safe.
Maybe now that I've got my camera cleaned up and don't have a big blur on the screen, maybe people will stick around longer than 30 seconds when they get it.
I mean, boy, if they don't, you're gonna have to find a new excuse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Ryan Bort's blue collar fishing, scrap it. Ryan Bort's non-profit fishing. Perfect. Gold.
Star us.
Yep. Daniel, you ever gonna catch fish over there?
I think I've got 3 while you're not looking.
Well,
That's what I'd say too.
how you liking that new kayak?
I like the kayak. I don't like my new rod holders.
Are you eating?
Yep.
But Ryan's wife's getting ready to fix us lunch.
Not sure I'm gonna make it to lunch.
Why?
I gotta be back for a call at 2.
A call? You can take that anywhere.
Your phone will work at my campsite.
It's a Zoom meeting.
You can listen. We'll be quiet.
My phone does that too.
I promise. Me and Ryan, we won't. You'll be like we're not even there.
I mean, you're the boss. How important can it be?
Very.
Okay.
You're not even gonna offer to share those snacks with us? Will you at least tell us what you're eating?
I'm eating some wonderful roasted and salted pistachios.
He's got a mouthful of nuts.
You can't say that, Ryan. I was thinking it, but you can't say it.
I can't help it.
We're getting canceled, y'all.
Yeah, he's making me wish I brought snacks fishing with me now.
Yeah, no, I can't ever eat when I'm doing these videos because people don't.
Everything tastes like skipjack.
Well, people don't like hearing me chew.
It's a good thing the camera couldn't hear him.
I got a snack. You want it?
Oh no, I'm just kidding, buddy.
It's a banana.
Oh, it's one of them fake ones, ain't it?
If he'd have gave that to me, you didn't stand a chance out here today.
You know what he sent me in the mail the other day?
I heard it was a banana.
A banana slice. Right before I stopped on the way to the tournament, I stopped in my driveway, went and got my mail, and I went up to. I told him I'd have won if I didn't have that banana slicer in my car. That's what held me out of first place.
Well, I won that other tournament with a banana peel in the hull of my kayak.
You probably still got it in there.
Actually, I don't think I ever did get it out.
It's probably in there rotted and fermented. You get pulled over on the way home, they're gonna get you for moonshine probably with the way that thing's fermented.
Open that hatch to find out. I'll put it that way. I was going to vacuum seal it and just throw it in there forever. Now it's forever in there anyway. So. Brandon Hunter ain't gonna be here for this one.
Yeah, he said he was going to the beach.
Yeah, I said, man, you gotta forget your priorities in line.
I asked him, I'm sending him a message. I said, are you taking your kayak? Because I was going to invite myself down.
Oh yeah.
And his wife wasn't letting him. And I said, boy, you're lame. You need to call your wife and ask if you can borrow your balls from her purse and take your damn kayak to the beach with you. But I was going to invite myself down there and have somebody go shark fishing with. I don't know where he's going. He said he's got, his folks got a place on Indian River, maybe? I forget what it's called. They say there's some tarpon that go in there.
Really?
That's what he said. I saw some tarpon down there in the Keys last winter, but I'd see them come up and rolling, but I never could entice any of them.
I bet that'd be a ride on the kayak.
I bet, yeah. I caught some in a boat a few years ago down Puerto Rico, and they were a really good time. But when I saw the ones I saw, I was running my shark rigs, and I don't think they're going to eat them wire leaders.
I don't know. I don't think them saltwater fish really care what they eat.
I think them tarpon are a little finicky on it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back down there this winter. I may go when we go to Louisiana for the catfish tournament. I may take my stuff with me and see if I can get on some down there too. I don't know how far you got to go out to hit deeper water there, but I imagine some of them sharks come up.
So do you think our catfish gear stands a chance at landing them?
Well, I mean, I took my gollywhopper rod there 2 years ago and got that hammerhead that was probably somewhere between 8 and 10 feet.
But now you add different line and bigger reels and all that, right?
50 pound line and about a 3 foot wire leader.
Oh, okay. So that's what I run now, except for the wire leaders. So
Yeah. I mean, it'll do okay. Now Daniel's Elite 150 rods are more suited because they're a lot more heavier action.
yeah.
But out there in the kayak, I mean, if we were standing on the shore and had 50 pound line, like, we'd get spooled. But with us being in the kayak and be able to go out there and kind of chase them down, they really can't. The water down there in the Keys ain't deep enough for them to go deep enough to spool you, so.
Okay. All they can do is run out.
Run out, basically. And that one fish, 2 years ago, it took me out about 3 miles down there in the Keys. Man, it was only like 40 feet deep when you got out that far. So, I mean, it was so shallow. It's just a...
Carp already Ronnie's Hobie to go down there with.
Yeah, I'd recommend having a pedal kayak, because your motor, you're going to plow through that salt water, everything's going to get corroded.
Yeah.
Not to mention, just we got caught out in some wind and
Well,
things went bad.
kayak up this high in rough water, I would probably end up falling off of it.
Yeah,
It wouldn't turn over, but I'd probably fall off.
yeah. And that wind down there, I mean, if you get a storm roll up, it comes up fast. It gets choppy fast, especially if the wind starts blowing against whichever way the tide's going.
Yeah.
Around them bridges and stuff, so. But I really want to hit that Bahia Honda area again. That's the deepest water in that area, and boy, that current is something else through there. But I want to focus a little more on it when I go down there again.
Maybe you could spin drift for them sharks down there with you if you got current.
I've considered that, but the thought of them nailing it right under me, especially when the water's that shallow, is a little concerning on that initial run. When they feel that tension and immediately come up and start rolling and thrashing the surface, I don't want to be under them when they do that.
That'd be a bad deal.
Yeah, I want to get back down there and do that, and I want to hit Lake Ida again. And I like catching them damn bluegill on Lake Ida, them big copper nose bluegill. I mean, that's a good time in itself.
That's just a small lake, ain't it?
Real small.
Yeah.
Just an area they dug out where them canals run through and turned it into a lake. It gets pretty deep in areas, but it's, other than jet skiers and the wakeboarders going by in such a small area, it's a pretty nice little place. Boat ramps convenient, and you don't have to worry about your car getting windows busted out and stuff. Oh hell, Daniel's got one. He's probably hollering at us, we couldn't hear him.
No, he never said a word. He's embarrassed about it. Uh-oh.
You got one going over too? I may film yours. It's got to be bigger than Daniel's. Turn your camera on, Ryan.
Get to it.
You gonna talk to the camera, or you just gonna reel it in?
I'm all confused here. I don't know what the fish is doing.
You may not even have fish
We're
on.
hooked up, guys, I'll say that. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe a log drifted into your line.
I think Daniel's fish just grabbed my line and swam back.
He's still working on unhooking his. It'll be another 10 minutes.
That's the other one for the supper pot. Oh, mine's a monster, bud.
Oh, heck.
Look at that.
It's a good thing I'm unedited because I wouldn't even included that.
But I still count that as 6 fish since you've caught one. No, you finally did get one.
I got that one. Yeah, I had my hands on the fish, so you better adjust your count there, buddy.
Well,
Kentucky math again.
I guess since by your rules I have to count it.
You better get your calculator watch out. Did you ever have one of them calculator watches as a kid, a Casio?
I remember vaguely having one when I was in grade school.
You probably stole it, didn't you?
I think I beat some kid out of it on the day, to be honest with you.
That's probably your first criminal offense.
And the Nintendo watch, I remember that.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah, I got in trouble with that a lot at school.
Yeah, I forgot all about those. I'm gonna look those up, see if they're on eBay later. I wouldn't mind having one of them again. That was fun. I forgot all about those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just took me back to like 3rd grade, Ryan.
Look here, bud.
Hold it closer, I can't see it.
Guys, that one, I don't even know if we're going to count that one in the score against Justin or not. We're so far in front of him now, we don't need those extra.
Boy, he's sowing his oats today, ain't he?
I'm buying lunch anyway, since Lindsay's cooking it. I had to pay for it, so.
Lindsay's the only one drawing a paycheck in the house. Technically, she's buying lunch.
Well,
Get it right. Give credit where it's due, Ryan.
I had to pay for this, I will say that. But we'll go get baited up and try to get a decent fish before we get off the water for you. I see why your GoPro's overheating though.
It's that sun right in the...
It is beating down pretty good.
I feel it on my face, but when it bakes into that lens, like it don't take long to fry it. If it was 10 degrees warmer, I wouldn't even try filming.
If GoPro made a different color other than black, it might help us.
You know, it wouldn't hurt. I've never understood that. But I just, for the life of me, how is it DJI can have a camera that don't overheat? And people have complained to GoPro since the very first one. And 12 iterations later, they still ain't got it figured out.
But I guess if you're doing stuff like what GoPro was designed for, the biking, cars and all that, action stuff, you've got wind blowing over it that will keep it cool.
I guess. But, I mean, there's enough people, you get online and everybody, I mean, it's the first thing these tech channels review is how long it takes to overheat because there's that many people complaining about it. So it's like, at some point, and we know it's possible since DJI's doing it. You know, they're making these cameras that can film and all this fancy, like all we need is 4K. Let's go to 4K and then figure out one that don't overheat. And then, if technology allows, go more advanced than that.
Are they up to 5K yet?
This GoPro 10 I got's like 5.3K, I think. I don't film in it, but...
Will my TV even play?
No. I don't think any of them do.
So what's the point?
That's exactly. Yeah, I don't know. But GoPro, I looked at their stock the other day as $1 and something and change. I'm hoping that somebody's gonna buy them out. I'd like to see either a DJI or a Sony or somebody that's got a budget.
Look at it. There's Andrew Green's coming around over there looking for me.
Oh.
Figure out where I'm fishing at.
He's looking on the wrong side.
Well, I'm supposed to be on Nickajack, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah. You on the wrong lake practicing today.
I'm really going to throw him off with that.
I'm going to get down there Monday or Tuesday, I reckon.
Monday or Tuesday.
Well, I ain't going this weekend, that's for sure.
I'll probably go Sunday and try to get Watch Bar to skip there. Maybe by then they'll be back up there.
Well, you might see me down there because I probably need to get some bait on Sunday. I think the weather's supposed to be bad Sunday. I think.
On Sunday,
I think. Last I'd looked.
I have to have bait, so I mean I'll have to deal with it either way.
Well, with you staying down here, it ain't a big deal really to run up there and in between storms. It's like 45 minutes for me each way, so.
That's what it is from my camp to there.
Oh, is it that far? I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's actually farther from Nickajack Dam from my camp than it is to Watts Bar.
Huh.
Nickajack Dam was 1 hour and 7 minutes when I checked it yesterday, and Watts Bar was 46 minutes.
It sounds like you just need to drive that soccer mom van a little faster.
Well, I mean, GPS doesn't count for my slow driving.
Hour and 7 minutes is an hour and 25 with you.
Yeah.
You gonna catch another fish today, Daniel?
Probably.
See, this is the part of this kind of fishing that I don't like.
Just setting?
We ain't doing that. We're just,
Well, but when you dragging, you still ain't doing nothing either.
over every 30 minutes I get to put baits on or get a snag out or something.
Yeah. See, I don't want to. I'm above all that, Ryan. I don't want to be pestered with getting snags and all that.
With issues like catching fish.
Catching fish, landing fish. See, I don't even want to put my hands on them. I'll break my leaders off like with that big one just to keep from holding it.
You'll spend $10 worth of a rig to not touch that fish. Yeah.
I'll spend $10 of Daniel's money's worth of rigs. I'm about hungry though. I hope your wife didn't go back to bed.
If she did, you can wake her up, because I'm not. I'm just
Well.
going back fishing.
Me and you'll go hit that barbecue place for lunch today then, by gosh.
Just forget about it. I would probably wake her up and say, hey, come on, let's go eat barbecue. I'm not going to wake up and say, hey, would you make us barbecue?
Well, we could do that if you want to, keep her from cooking.
I mean, I'm sure she's already started.
You think?
Um,
It's just 10:58.
oh, okay. I don't know. She's got the Blackstone and everything, so I don't know what she's got to do. That barbecue place is only like 15 minutes up the road.
I know they open for lunch because they've had people there when I've left out of here recently and headed home. She ain't gonna pick up now. She's went back to sleep.
One of two things, she's either already cooking or she's going back to sleep. So we're 50-50 on that, I'd say.
Well, she might be on the crapper too, we don't know.
It's kind of hot, so I doubt she went back to sleep.
See, I don't know why you'd want to lay there. You know, it's sweltering hot and humid. Why would anybody want to sleep outside in that?
It's probably not that bad up there in the shade as it is here, but
It's hot here.
the heat don't bother me. I've did so much hot work, I guess. You know, I've laid blacktop, been a welder, worked in construction, so it doesn't bother me.
Well, it's a good thing you got job options when this YouTube thing don't work out.
I really starve as an artist. I think we did catch more fish this time, or I did, this time in this little area than we did the last time.
Yeah, I caught a bunch the other day when I come out at that next creek up. Like, I mean, it was pretty consistent all morning. But again, you know, we got 3 of us out here splitting up the fish, whereas if we just had one of us, we'd have probably got at least most of the bites.
You notice how Daniel moved up on the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so if I was coming through here with planer boards, I would have had rods up there and down here. So.
Well, see, the reason why I ain't caught as many days because he's cutting fish off coming out of that creek, and you're cutting them off working downstream. So all I'm getting right here is fish coming up.
No, I got a rod casted over there too.
So you done got me cut off there too. That's why I ain't caught as many. I just, you know, I feel bad for you guys, so I just want to make you look good on camera. I know you're a starving artist. I'm trying to give these people a reason to come to your channel. Now, they certainly ain't going to come for your looks, so I got to make it look like you're a better fisherman than me. Now, I'm trying real hard today.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Real quick when I jumped on to him about the having a tournament on Memorial Day weekend. He said, we're on Nickajack though. That's barely any pleasure boat traffic on that lake. Have you even been to Nickajack? I mean,
they got them damn cigar boats down there.
Yeah.
And the channel's so narrow, like it don't matter if there ain't as much traffic, like you're gonna get pounded. Plus the barge traffic.
He's gonna mess around, I'm gonna fire him as a tournament.
Lord. If I hadn't signed up already, I'd just skip it. I done paid my entry fee last night.
See, I don't do that. I don't sign up until the day before.
Well, you know, and I usually don't till a day or two before either, but I was thinking about it, it's like, let's say you had people on the fence about coming, and they click on it like, well, hell, nobody signed up, they're probably not going to have it, and then they make other plans. I thought maybe it would be worthwhile if we had people who know they're coming go ahead and sign up, so that way people see that, like, oh, well, they're definitely having the tournament, I'll go ahead and make plans. You're bamboozled by my logic, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way. I think the guys hardcore enough to come are going to come.
Well,
we don't really have anybody that's not.
But the people who are hardcore are already coming. The people who are maybe within a reasonable drive that might be interested in doing 1 or 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
If they click on it, you know, they've got to take off time for work or something. They click on it like, well, nobody signed up for the tournament. It's probably not going to happen. And so they don't put in their PTO time or whatever.
Yeah, I see your logic there.
What's the logic of getting within 5 feet of Daniel as you drive by?
I think they're going to come between us all right.
They might as well just, yeah, blast off right here between us.
There's a space between you and Daniel they could get.
I think they could fit through.
Which way you going? Between there, you see.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
They ain't even got no stickers on their boat. Ain't like they know what the hell they're doing anyway.
Here we go.
You got one on?
He's swimming with it. Yep. We got it.
You skipped my turn again.
I'm skipping your turn again, Justin.
Turn your camera on.
It's on. I'm rolling, bud. I don't think you wanted this one either.
No. If it ain't 80 pounds, I don't want it today.
Well, I mean, all my little ones would probably add up to 80 pounds.
Well, that'd be at least 50 on Daniel's scale over there.
I think the other ones are bigger. They're lucky that Lindsay don't like to cook fish. Because she's got her Blackstone, and I'd say that would probably make a pretty good meal.
I wouldn't eat nothing down here. You couldn't pay me to eat a fish out of here.
Buddy, I did crystal meth for 15 years. There ain't nothing in this water.
He ain't lying either, folks. Well, you know, here's one thing we've learned for sure today, though, Ryan, is with the fish that we've caught and the size of some of our big ones, I think the spawn ain't started yet.
No.
Like, I think the water temp's dropping has delayed it a little bit.
This fish is just disrespectful.
Now, I know it is. I trained him to be that way.
He acts just like you.
I know. It might be a bastard child of mine.
If you and Daphne the dog had a kid together,
That'd be that fish.
It would be that fish.
Yep.
Well, he's blind. He don't even got no eyes.
You poked his eyeball out.
Here, guys. No, he's just like born without it.
Oh.
He doesn't even have a hole there.
Well, it's probably, you definitely don't want to eat that one. He's been born with deformities. I told you them fish contaminated down here.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here unless one of us catches a monster in the next few minutes, and then we'll catch up with you. I think my next trip out will probably be Sunday. I don't know. No, we're going out with Daryl Friday.
Don't even bother telling them. They ain't gonna watch no how.
But if you've watched this far, you're probably gonna watch my next video. So appreciate you for that.
The only chance you have of somebody seeing that closing segment is somebody still watching my video and seeing from my camera you filming it.
Well, I got part of your fish fight on my camera that's not on yours, so they might stick around.
No, I doubt it.
My lens is clean this time.
Well, I don't think you got a chance in hell.
Y'all get out there and fish around and find out. We'll catch you in the next one.
Is that going to be your catchphrase? Fish around and find out?
I've been saying that for like a year.
So now you putting it on. That's his catchphrase. You should get a t-shirt made. Fish around and find out.
I already have that, sir.
You do?
Yeah. I wear it every tournament day.
Oh, well, I don't want to pay no attention to you. You're so far behind me on tournament day, I don't even see you.
You seen me when you had to raise my arm in victory that day.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was on the back of my shirt.
I
That you could see.
I think that was photoshopped. I don't remember taking that picture.
I have been accused of photoshopping stuff before.
Well, Daniel photoshopped the weight on that fish he measured over there earlier.
What would you call that? Scale shop?
Something.
He scale shopped.
He's so far away we can't hear his response. Well, again, we couldn't hear him if he was right next to us.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the truck with him earlier and you couldn't hear a word he said. And his truck got mufflers on it.
Every time I get off the phone with him, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get my hearing checked. I can't hear a damn thing. I'm gonna have to get me some bell tones to turn up.
Them things are expensive.
Yeah. Tell me what ain't expensive anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe maybe my camera has overheated again. No, surprisingly not.
He said maybe it has, and I just don't know.
But you know, I'm surprised it's made it this long because my face feels like it's on fire. You putting that rod up?
Yeah, I'm not going to cast it back out. Mainly because I don't want to cut another piece of bait.
Well, in other words, you ready to go eat?
No, I'm just tired of dealing with that many rods.
Yeah, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings to go eat earlier today. I'm gonna have to scrap this video anyway, because one, because we're gonna get me canceled, and two, because you've caught more fish than me.
Yeah.
I don't want.
You'll post it if you're going to get canceled. We already know that.
Yeah,
So,
I'll risk getting canceled, but I don't want to post a video where you've caught more than me. There's worse things than getting canceled, Ryan.
yeah. There goes a dink on this rod, so
It's gonna be the worst raw and uncut video ever.
it's okay. People are sleeping while it plays anyway.
Probably. You're probably right. If they wasn't asleep before, I've put them to sleep at this point.
Well, I put action in this video for them to keep them entertained.
You've put action in it. I wouldn't say it kept them entertained.
I've done you and your audience a big favor. So,
If that's the best favor you can give them, they'd assume you keep your charity.
on my channel, that's how I feel they do. They owe me a view for keeping them entertained while they watched your 4-hour video.
Boy, you're asking a lot. Y'all type in Ryan Bort's non-profit fishing, he'll pop up.
That's probably going to be the top YouTube search.
I'll have that trending, by gosh.
They're gonna think I changed my channel name. It really is when they type in my name.
Daniel's over, I bet he's over there playing Candy Crush right now. Oh, ordering scuppers.
Is your feet wet?
You need to be ordering our suppers, what you need to be doing, Daniel.
Do you think the like location drop for Domino's works out on the water?
Well, nobody wants Domino's. Why would you even try that?
What is it with you and not liking good food like Mexican and pizza?
I like pizza. I don't like Domino's. I'd rather go over here and scrape some algae off the bank and eat it than a Domino's pizza.
No, I'm in on the Mexican. I'll go do the Mexican. Shut up, Justin.
I'm trying to bite my tongue, Ryan. You're setting me up. You bait me with these comments, and
I didn't even catch that one before I made it.
I know.
You got quiet. What made me think?
I just said I'm staying out of that one. I got so many jokes I could say, but every one of them will get me in trouble. And
when I say something and you don't say anything back, you just get quiet on the I say.
well, yep. He's just
Open mouth, insert foot.
he's just baiting me to try to get me to say something extremely inappropriate that I would normally say without hesitation, but on video, got to be careful. Of all the pizzas he could have tried to order from, Domino's.
I mean, he didn't say Little Caesars.
I'd rather have Little Caesars than Domino's.
They're about equivalent to me. I mean,
I don't like Domino's crust.
you just go to Little Caesars because it's cheap and you're cheap.
And yeah, and it's ready. Sometimes.
I mean, any pizza place is going to be ready by the time we get back to the boat ramp.
Oh boy, it'll take us 30 plus minutes to get back, I bet. Especially if they kick up the flow at all. Maybe Chris and Telly will come over here and give us a tow.
Yeah. They caught a good fish over there. They sent me a picture earlier, so
Just one?
that's all he sent me a picture of.
Did you tell them we've been dominating over here?
I sent him that video of me with a double in front of you, so.
Of course you did.
Well, hey, it's my story. You let me tell it how I want to.
Well, I'm curious to see how Daniel likes his kayak after about a month. I'm impressed with the bow of it holding the weight of that motor. I think I could get a little bit heavier model and do okay with it. Plus, I would have more weight in the back than he does because I've got a big cooler. He doesn't carry a big cooler like I do. But I don't like the native pedal drive, how it comes up. I wish it was flat, kind of like this one.
Mower, didn't like my old Slayer, but it is definitely a bump there.
Yeah. Well, you just think they'd make a model for people who don't, because I mean, if you're putting a bow mount on, you're probably not ever going to run the pedal drive.
It's called Bonafide.
Yeah, but it's coming. I want it now, Daniel. Not 6 months from now, now. And I'm not sure the Bonafide is going to be as thick of a hull. You know, their other models are a little bit thinner than the natives. And I definitely need the thickest hull possible with me pounding these concrete ramps.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make one of the PVC wheel guards for mine.
I've done the PVC and the Kydex, but I keep knocking them off on my trailer, catching there, so I just add plastic to mine when I wear it down. I've got some scrap plastic and heat gun. I just melt it on. But that's my big hesitation. Like, you know, even trying out a new canoe, I'm like, I know I'm gonna tear it up in 3 or 4 months hitting these ramps because it's so thin. I wish that fish would hit, even if it's a small one. I'd just like to catch another one. He just nipped it. You know what I really hope happens, Ryan? So the video me and you filmed hasn't aired by the time I'm filming this one today. So I haven't seen the comments or anything on it. I'm hoping people complain about having you on video so bad that it'll give me a reason to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna scrap this video today. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna happen, buddy.
It might. Well, when I've had Pro Moderator on in the past, they actually wrote letters to try to get him off here.
They actually wrote you letters in mail.
So we were friends with Holly Tridell, Holly Romines now. She owned CNC bait shop up there in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And I'd had her on, or I'd had Eric Romines on there a few times, and we had talked about her and whatnot. She legit got a letter at her store wanting them, they wanted her to tell me not to have Pro Moderator on the videos anymore. They didn't like him. He was a bad influence on me.
So what was he doing?
Just being himself.
I mean, I thought he was a pretty likable guy.
Well, he's got you fooled then, but he's more likable than you, by God. At least he don't outfish me on my own video.
Well, you know, I just ain't got no respect.
I know you don't.
I just don't care.
But yeah, they legit wrote a handwritten letter and sent it to her store. And so I can only imagine what they're gonna say about you. Oh, we got one here. How about that? No, surely not. He's already rolling, it can't be.
I didn't see him bounce.
I'm happy to get him either way though.
You got me out here in the middle of the day.
Now I know, it's hot as blazes out here. We should have got out here at sunrise today.
There's old Chris.
I thought it was gonna be foggy this morning, it wasn't. Is that Chris Minahan?
Yeah, he said tell JJ, he said hi.
Well, I've got a bunch of inappropriate things I'd like to say, but the camera's going.
Even Chris started in, he said, I said, he's over here reeling in a tank right now, Chris said, that's all he catches. 45 minutes to reel those in.
Lord Almighty, y'all.
Yeah, I've already made my video, closed it out and everything, and trying to give him a chance to catch up in his video and make it.
Did you hear him over there talking trash to me, y'all? Here I am distracted on this fish, and they're over there running their mouth. I can't even defend myself. Get on out of here, fish. What do you say? Let Daniel see you in case he never sees another one over there. Goodness gracious. He's got that fly.
Daniel got one 54 pounder. Was it 54.6? Is that what Daniel said his was?
It was point something, and he was proud of that point whatever it was.
Yeah, he made sure he was 6. I think it was 24.6 and he just added.
All right, let's just send that bait back down here. I don't think we're gonna fish too terribly much longer, y'all, because I'm hot and I'm hungry. And hopefully Lindsay's either fixing our lunch or she's went back to sleep and we can wake her up and go get some barbecue. And hopefully, maybe if we leave out here a little early, Daniel can actually go with us because he's got his important Zoom call that's way more important than us to do at 2 o'clock. So I think what I'm gonna do, y'all, if this camera will stay running, I can't believe the camera hasn't overheated again. We've had all kinds of camera problems today. I've had camera problems lately. Just breaking my other one there and whatnot, but we've made it work, by God. We've made it work. We've said inappropriate things today. We've caught some fish, some of us more than others. Lost a big fish. I wish Wish I could have got hold of that. That would have been a good one to get a picture of. Well, let's try it again. Overheated right in the middle of the dang closing. I better wrap it up quick this time. Anyway, y'all, there he is, Ryan Bortz. He's a starving artist. Ryan Bortz, Nonprofit Fishing's his YouTube channel. AKA Blue Collar Fishing on there. Daniel, owner of Catfish Sumo. You got any closing remarks before my camera overheats yet again, Daniel?
Nope.
He's got nothing to say, folks. He's a man of few words, but check him out, catfishsumo.com. He'll have some videos up of his new rig at some point in the very near future, I'm sure. But it's definitely piqued my interest for sure, because I'm going to be in the new market for kayak at some point this year for sure. So yeah, I think we're going to maybe fish here a little while longer, go get us something to eat, and I'm going to keep working on these guys and try to curb their behavior. You've seen how they've treated me out here today, catching more fish than me, bigger fish than me, talking down to me all day. I'm a victim here, really. I've been a victim today, and they don't feel the least bit bad about it.
If they don't like me doing that, tell them to come leave a comment on my YouTube.
Boy, he's desperate for views and comments, ain't he, folks?
That gives me something to do when I can't fish.
All right, y'all, I'm wrapping up the video. Thanks for coming with us today and sitting through this mess. It's God help you if you have, but thank you so much for coming along. We'll see you in the next one.